Official.streetsmarks@gmail.com is how you want to contact us. Listen to us right here exclusively on YouTube, Street Smart Audio. Or fuck with us. Official.streetsmarks on
Oh my God. What is wrong with you? You come in here every week and say this shit. It's the same line every week, Fooch. Get it right.
Official.streetsmarks@gmail.com is how you want to contact us. Listen to us right here exclusively on YouTube, Street Smart Audio. Or fuck with us. Official.streetsmarks on SoundCloud and IG. Street Smart fan page on Facebook. Street_Smarks on Twitter. Or ECW Memories. Before I get into the Extreme Retro Review for ECW, May 3rd, 1994, I want to talk to the motherfucking ECW Memories page. I want to talk specifically to the jackass or jackasses who reported the Francine pic of her tatas. I thought this was Extreme Championship Wrestling.
That's what I thought.
Not Dora the Explorer page, like a compatriot of the page says. I thought this was the place, and it's a closed group. It's a secret group. You know what I'm saying? It's not like it's public. You know what I'm saying? Where everybody can see our posts and people can judge us from the outside. No, this is only for the select 1,100, close to 1,200 motherfuckers that's in the goddamn room. Talking about memories from ECW and trying to expose some memories.
Which we love.
Well, I thought we loved them. I thought we did. I know I do.
I do. I'm the Pony Poon Pulverizer. You know I do.
Right. And I'm the Tata Titillator. So, look, what I don't understand is that the broad was from ECW. Okay, and we got motherfucking sex tapes of Paige leaking out and everything like that, and a whole bunch of motherfucking celebrities with their tits hanging out on social media.
Right.
And motherfucker reports a 20-year-old picture of some titties. That was already on Facebook. It's not like I uploaded the picture myself from like my personal stash of motherfucking pictures and shit. I don't have pictures like that. I get pussy. The fuck do I need pictures in my motherfucking computer to upload for you motherfucking yahoos? It was already on another motherfucking ECW page. That was already on Facebook. So all I did was share externally to the ECW page. So when they put me in Facebook jail for 3 days, and by the time you motherfucking hear this shit, I'll be out of Facebook jail and we'll have fucking 1,500 members.
Come on, somebody.
And probably 100 fucking Legion of Street Smarks.
Love y'all.
But what I don't understand is, when they put me in Facebook jail for sharing the picture, I rebutted the response. I said, yo, it's not like I uploaded the picture again. I get pussy. So I uploaded it from another Facebook page. So why are you shooting the messenger? You know what I'm saying? There's all types of sexual shit on fucking Facebook.
Yeah.
Like, it's secret pages of motherfuckers fucking, where people are hooking up and all types of shit.
Yeah.
And freaky deaky after dark type shit. You know what I'm saying? That I may or may not subscribe to. But this shit is for ECW, and goddamn, the picture in question was Tommy Dreamer holding motherfucking Francine in a pile driver position, and her motherfucking tit popped out. We gonna review the shit in a future edition of Extreme Retro Review.
I mean, it's history.
It's fucking history. It needs to be recounted on.
Shoot, I wanted to recount that history so much, I went and Googled the picture once I found out you had was in Facebook jail and shit. when Googled the picture just for some research because I am the paragon of professionalism. To see, you know what I'm saying, to see what it was. And I mean, you know.
And was it even that bad?
No.
For a motherfucker who has had sexual intercourse, it shouldn't be that bad.
No.
Oh, some motherfucking titties. But no. Some motherfucking goofball went and reported a picture to Facebook, and now you done fucked it up for everybody.
Another piece of shit.
So now I gotta go back when I come back from motherfucking Facebook jail and re-vet everybody. So guess what? Half the motherfucking people that's gonna be there ain't gonna be there no more. If you ain't active, you're gone. But I'm not gonna fuck up Craig Fair's motherfucking page for that. So I'm just gonna make a page within a page. For the truly, truly hardcore motherfuckers.
There we go.
The motherfuckers who really get it. The motherfuckers who really want to know what the shits and who's really with the shits. I'll fuck with y'all if you fuck with me. But for the rest of you fucking faggots, fuck off.
Well said.
So we have Paul Lee and 911 go to the ring. It's 911 versus Mikey Whipwreck and Stan Carson. double goozle, double choke slam. So second choke slam on Carson for the dub. 1 star. Whipwreck choke slam. Paul Lee dancing around with theatrics. He yells that Carson's still breathing. So another choke slam on Carson. We got a Paul Lee chant. Another Whipwreck choke slam. We got a goozle on Jim Molyneux, the referee. But Paul Lee is trying his best, and he backs 911 off. I love the upshot camera shots of 911. Another choke slam on Mikey Whipwreck, and they leave.
Poor Mikey.
Your thoughts on the match?
I mean, it's like a 27-second match and stuff. So, I mean, you know, said his propensity for dealing out choke slams like they're Halloween candy, I kind of dig that. So, you know, but come on, that's not a match. That's just something to pop the crowd and shit.
I thought it was awesome.
Oh, yeah, very entertaining.
And we're going on into the theme.
A long ass
Hey,
thing.
what's up, nigga? It's been 13 days we've been together, and you still ain't got my hair and my nails done. You see my toenail? It's chipped. I need $30 to get my toenails done. I need $20 for my nails, and I need a brand new outfit. And you know this dinner you just brought me? Where the fuck is my macaroni and cheese, nigga? I told you I want some motherfucking macaroni and cheese. I don't want this shit.
I'm gonna tell you something right now. This is how the game gonna go. If you got your hand stuck out, I'ma give you back some dap. If
You notice that theme was long as fuck. Because on the network, it was probably long. Definitely on the Tape Trader show, it was long. It was Immortal Sin by Rob Halford of Judas Priest fame. Also known Breaking the Law. Breaking the Law. Breaking the Law. So he did that song. But they show Sabu. They show highlights from the April 16th show. Honestly, they're just catching you up on the big angles and who the key guys are in the promotion. I think it's a nice touch. The song sucks. It's literally 5 fucking minutes long. Your thoughts?
Oh, yeah, I was super freaking annoyed. Like, I don't know what song it was playing on the network and shit. But after like the first minute and stuff, I'm like, you know, so like, oh, seems a little long. And then after 2 minutes, we're like, okay. And then by 4 minutes and 30 seconds, I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? So yeah, hated it.
So we got Joey in the Nest. He's running down the May 14th card. It's called When Worlds Collide. He's shilling the Kane match and how everything led to the match. We have a Sandman promo. He's broken tables, chairs, and haven't that been enough? Now you want to see Peaches strap him if he loses. It used to be simpler than that. Todd should know. He used to get a discount. If you're into S&M, voyeurism, all you have to do is pay. You don't need the match. He pauses, lights a squally. He says, no dough, no show. It's as simple as black and white. Your thoughts?
Oh man, I'm becoming a bigger and bigger Sandman fan every week, and it's becoming obvious how he ended up becoming like the cult icon face of ECW and shit. Awesome.
So we have a Joey lead into the match from April 16th. Sal's the ref. It's Sandman versus Goof Cairo. Sal throwing stuffed animals. Still, Joey wants a bear. He's a goof. Joey puts over the friendship between Cairo and Sandman. Hack comes out, and he's smoking on the way to the ring.
Nice.
His theme isn't Surfing USA, and it's not Enter Sandman. It's some weird shit. I couldn't Shazam it, so I hit up Mad Jack Slater.
Oh, shit.
I said, Mad Jack, I need you to watch the May 3rd show and let me know what song this is for Sandman, because it's not, it's not Surfing USA, and it's not Big Shot, and it's not goddamn Enter Sandman. Mad Jack Slater did not watch the show.
Oh, yeah. Four for four there, Mad Jack.
So we got Hack smoking the whole squally. He's playing mind games with Cairo. It's a new take on the Memphis stall job. The third ECW theme comes on, and some dude walks down to the ring. It's fucking Peaches. Bob Ortiz explains the stipulations. Hack jumpstarts the heat by throwing the best drop kick in his career. 1 star. Goof gets tossed. They brawl outside. Stuff happens. Stiff backdrop suplex onto a table that doesn't break.
Nice.
Hack with a chair inside. Shoulder block from the top rope. Suplex by Cairo. Hack powders and stalks Peaches. He possums into a kick. More outside brawling. They're telling us, it's like good psychology. It's telling a story because every time Sandman looks at Peaches, he goes after her. Suckers the Goof in.
It whoops the goof's ass.
Whoops his ass. Yeah. And it's just lather, rinse, repeat.
Don't save her, man.
Stop saving these dudes.
I'm saying, leave the trannies alone.
Right. Sal wants action in the ring. Hack responds with a suplex onto the concrete. Comeback backdrop onto the table. A couple of chair shots as it breaks down from a brawl. Back in, top rope elbow. Dude just plopped onto him. Sal goofs. Hack wants a count. 1, 2, slow ass count. Hack gets pissed. It's a shoving match between the guys. Mm-hmm. Hack gets shoved into a sloppy teardrop suplex onto his fucking shoulder for the dub. 2.5 stars. Best Sandman match up until this fucking point. Best fucking Sandman match I've ever seen in my fucking life. And it has Sal fucking Balomo in it. Your thoughts?
First of all, Sal Balomo clearly went to the Terry Funk School of Refereeing because he's terrible. He's probably the second worst referee that I've ever seen. Second of all, I would concur that it looked like Sandman, put in some practice or something going into that match or something. Like, let me try working on this shit at home a little bit. So, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was, for the most part, it wasn't too bad of a match.
So we got the post-match angle. Peaches comes in with the lashes. Hack powders. Hack powders Sal. DDT's the Goof. He stalks Peaches. Come back, Captain Save-A-Ho Cairo. Ugh. Faces get booed and they leave. Woman snatches Peaches from out of nowhere. They whip Peaches. They blur it out so you don't see her dick. Captain Save-A-Ho Cairo comes out again and the heels powder. I got a 4 for the post match. We split it for a 3 3.25.
Oh man, if rest in peace, woman. It's getting less and less creepy seeing her. I guess 'cause I'm starting to see her all the time now. Shit. For those who don't know, there's this thing where when I see old videos of people who've been murdered, it's just, I don't know, it creeps me out a little bit, but it's getting less creepy. But yeah, it was awesome. Anytime Peaches can get her comeuppance, I'm down for that. And was it just me, or did it seem like in their little interview that they was trying to hint that they was fucking each other and shit?
So we have a goof promo with Peaches. Peaches in a black dress and a choker, stroking a black pole. She looks like a Skeletor dominatrix. They're at the Sandman's house. Cairo's using up all his shit. Said he could have had more beer in his fridge. He did some yard work to get his mind off of what Sandman did. The scars on her body. How down and nasty you've been to us and the fans. Not only is Tommy Cairo a goof, he's also a cuck. He says physical scars will go away, but emotional scars will take time to heal. May 14th is a caning match, and he properly shields the tag match. Then he finally says, "You bit off more than you can handle." I said, "It's fucking chew, you goof!" He couldn't even get the fucking shit right. You see him with his Chris Benoit teeth. You bit off more than you can handle. God damn it! You had one line, goof. And then not to mention, like, this motherfucker said, so not only did he say he drank up all the shit, he did his yard work. And then I was thinking like maybe, he's gonna drop a double entendre and say he was trimming the bushes.
Right.
No! He actually did the yard work! What a simp!
Oh man, ladies and gentlemen, that's a preliminary mangina.
94 unofficial Sully sip of the year goes to Tommy Cairo.
Oh, he has my vote.
I concur. Peaches gets the mic. Oh my God, who cares? Moving on. Sandman. Shut up, bitch. Shut up, dude. We got a rebuttal promo from Hack. He says, "My house, my wife." Cairo's running up a hell of a bill. Cairo's been with Peaches for like 2-3 weeks. The bill is probably like 2-3 racks. All he wants is $100 and we even. He says Cairo's probably watching this on his big screen TV. He said working out with his weights. I said, shut the fuck up. You can stop working me, dog nuts. Come on, dog nuts. He said, but you can't work out for a match like this. He said, whole time Joey's face is LOL. He said, Peaches couldn't do her buns of steel tape enough to train for this match. I said, what? 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 Buns of what? You motherfucker!
Buns of steel, nigga, you heard that?
First of all, who the fuck would want buns of steel? Like, if that was real.
Oh shit! You ain't hip to the buns of steel workout?
No, I'm very aware of the buns of steel, the shit, 8-minute abs, and all that stupid ass shit.
Okay.
I'm just saying, why would you want a hard ass? Like you bending over. Okay, so Sandman is bending over Peaches. I know. You've thrown up. Just go with it. Right. So he's bent her over. I know you've thrown up again. Just go with it. So he's hitting this bitch from the back.
Oh, God.
And she has buns of steel. Gross.
Yeah, but you know, the fat asses for white people, they start becoming a thing until
like 0203.
Yeah, so that's what they was into back then.
How are they the deciding factor for anything beautiful? It doesn't make sense.
I don't think they are. Because they culture what culture vulture too.
They are culture appropriators. Because I'm telling you, now you see white bitches twerking and shit. And don't get me wrong, them hoes can twerk. You know what I'm saying? I mean, some of them twerk very well. I'm not. I am an equal opportunity offender. I will hit all them bitches. But they wasn't on that shit.
Look what you just stumbled onto on accident, though. So
They wasn't on that shit till we was on that shit.
they steal the shit, but once they steal the shit, there for some reason there's a sense of a stamp of approval and shit.
Right, right. like, we create the wave. They take the wave,
Oh, come on, somebody.
monetize the wave,
Oh, he preaching now.
and then everybody want to jump on the motherfucking wave.
Testify, my brother.
All you gotta do is control the wave, or stop giving your motherfucking wave away. I'm gonna leave that right there.
But it's not to hijack the review any further. But once you put the wave out there, that's always that risk of somebody just trying to steal the wave.
It's true. It's true. I mean, what can you do?
Keep putting waves out there.
Just keep creating waves. She isn't woman enough as her tag partner, as a tag partner that he has, as they show shots of Nancy in a bikini. In about 10 days, all of our dreams, Peaches. He lights another squally. Go up in smoke. On the tape trader show, there was a commercial for WCW Slamboree 1994, a Legends reunion. It's May 22nd, 1994 at the Philadelphia Civic Center. So, you could go to ECW and watch some guys that you don't know, or you could go to the Civic Center and watch some old guys that you don't remember sleepwalk through matches.
Nice. Love those options.
Moving on. So we have Surfer Ray Odyssey versus Eric Anderson.
Oh, boy.
Said the black jobber looks like my second supervisor from the Air Force.
Your supervisor's probably a better wrestler.
I guess now that Hack is a heel and tweaking his gimmick, Todd and Paul still they need a surfer in the promotion.
Hey, don't be stealing my gimmick now. I said that last week.
I wrote it months ago.
Well, I said it first.
I said Odyssey has the nose gimmick. I was waiting for 911 to come out and squash both these geeks, and it never happened.
The one time you need 911 and shit.
I said Odyssey in a complete squidash. I don't think Black Jobber got anything in. Bonsai drop for the dub. Negative infinity. Out of spite. Your thoughts on the match?
I concur. Well, I don't get jobber versus jobber matches, but I'm guessing the surfer dude is he's supposed to be somebody. But so yeah, negative infinity.
Surfer Ray Odyssey has not been on an Extreme Retro Review since Extreme Retro Review #1. He was on Battle of the Belts.
Was he?
Yes.
Welcome back.
Moving on. So we got Joey in the nest with the TV champ Pitbull. Pitbull is shirtless, sitting calm with the TV strap around him. Joey asks Pitbull to stay on color commentary because the next match is with his next opponent, Taz. He says, it'll be his pleasure. Right before the Tazmaniac match, there was a commercial for Predators in the Wild. I don't know why I wrote that. I usually be high as fuck. It'd be like 4 in the morning when I'm writing these shits up. So obviously Predators in the Wild meant something to me at that moment in time.
Do you remember what kind of animals that were doing?
No, I do remember exactly. because it was a Predator in the Wild commercial, and then the Tasmaniac showed up right when they came back from commercial. So like Savage.
Gotcha.
That's what it was.
Ah.
The Scourge knows. So we got a match. Tasmaniac versus Johnny Blaze. Complete squidash as Taz is looking to extinguish the fire of Blaze early. Joey said that, LOL. It's an outside brawl. Taz throws a table onto the Geek, and the Pitbull loves it. He goes completely insane as he'd asked Taz to do it again. Joey finally figured out that Pitbull is a psychopath, and he goes, "Yes, I am!" Back inside, the Geek can't even run the ropes right. Taz finishes with a top rope fallaway suplex. 5 stars. Your thoughts on the match?
I don't know about 5 stars because it was basically just Taz whooping this dude's ass. But Pitbull made it more entertaining and shit because he was funny.
Everything about this match was glorious. Taz, Pitbull, the Geek. I don't even like using the word geek because that's what Brian Alvarez says. But there's nothing better to describe this dude. He's just a geek. This show had Eric What's-His-Face. The show before had RJ Powers. This is a parade. And then you got the god of jobbers, Surfer Ray Odyssey, squashing somebody. Then you got this nincompoop.
I didn't even write down his name. This Johnny Blaze, you said?
His name was Johnny Blaze. Taz then puts his foot in his mouth and throws him out of the ring. They cut the feed before he can bust a nut.
Oh, thank God.
Oh.
Oh, man.
We got a May 14th card bumper, showing the entire When Worlds Collide card. Moving on. We got Sully in the locker room, looking to get a word from Taz, but he spent them. Jason, the sexiest man on earth, walks up and almost botches the promo immediately by saying the World Heavyweight Television Championship. He shouts out Pitbull. Pitbull's still in the booth with Joey. He's like, "Hey, that's my boss." "Hey, boss." So they work well together because they're pretty and they speak different languages and they represent TV well, unlike Taz, who looks like a monkey boy.
Yeah.
He calls Taz over and he starts to berate him like for being a savage. Taz whips his hair around. Jason gets pissed and they have a comical brawl. That's when Pitbull powders and he runs down. Taz pushes him into the drywall. Taz bites and then chokes Jason. Jason screams. Pitbull runs in and hits him with some of the weakest belt shots known to mankind.
Yeah.
The Geek Squad and the Goof Troop do a pull apart to end this. Jason's holding his face. I said, "Oh God, thank you." But wait, there's more. Taz's mouth is all frothy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. What was that all about?
There's a bunch of semen in his mouth.
Oh, no.
We got Pitbull and Taz doing a pull apart. Moving on.
Yeah.
So we got Joey in the nest, and he sends it to Maddie in the house.
Oh, God.
He's running down the When Worlds Collide full card. You got Funkin' Arn versus Sabu and Bobby Eaton. You got Hackin' Woman versus Goof and Tranny. You got a TV title match, Pitbull versus Tasmaniac, Snooker versus Sullivan, Putz versus the Ayatollah, and a whole bunch more.
How does Maddie keep a job? That's what I want to know.
Who knows? Moving on. We got a Funkin' Arn promo. Funk runs down the heels and puts over Arn. It's meh as fuck. Then Arn takes the promo and cuts the most meh promo in his entire career. I cannot care about anything these guys said at this point. It was so boring.
Oh. So you probably missed the part where Terry Funk, I didn't put if this was implied or verbatim, I can't recall exactly, but the gist of what I got out of his promo was that he wanted to once again get his hands on Paul E. Dangerously's body.
I think I recall him saying that he wanted to get, like, strangle his neck or some shit like that.
Well, I don't know. But, yeah, I have a feeling he does want to strangle his neck, all right.
Maybe he wants to choke his chicken.
He wants to strangle his neck with his mouth.
So we have a Paul Lee and Bobby Eaton rebuttal promo. Why does Bobby Eaton have a hat on? It looks so weird with a damn hat.
They all got together and said, let's wear hats in ECW.
Paul blends more WCW Dangerous Alliance stuff into the match, but it's really hard to get into it at this point. I just wasn't feeling any of the promos on this show. Moving on. So we got Maddie in the house with Pitbull and Jason. Jason has his face bandaged. Pitbull cuts an insane promo. He says, "Prepare to die," if he plans to get the belt. He headbutts the mic and he throws it to Jason. Jason cuts a quick promo to end. May 14th, Shilling. I said, overall, it was an awesome show that puttered to the end. Thumbs up.
I want to give it a thumbs. I want to give it a thumbs to the side because it wasn't terrible, but it kind of leaned more to sucking than mediocre. So, you know what? I'm feeling generous. It's about to be 2018. I'm gonna go ahead and rate the show mediocre. Feel free to skip it if you want to, but if you like watching shows in order, then by all means. This is not a skip show. I think that's the nicest thing I can say.
When we come back, the Go Home Show for When Worlds Collide. Peace.
Peace.
Official.streetsmarks@gmail.com is how you want to contact us. Listen to us right here exclusively on YouTube, Street Smart Audio. Or fuck with us. Official.streetsmarks on SoundCloud and IG. Street Smart fan page on Facebook. Street_Smarks on Twitter. Or ECW Memories. This is the Extreme Retro Review for ECW. May 10th, 1994. It's the Go Home Show for When Worlds Collide. H-Dub, what are your thoughts on this show?
Excuse me. I'll get into my thoughts on this show, but first, longtime listeners of the show, you may recall a guest that we've had on here a couple of times by the name of Mad Jack Slater from Pennsylvania. Initially, I thought he was a pretty cool guy. You know what I'm saying? He's a great buddy of the Fooge. Over the course of the show, he's proven himself to be a stooge of the Fooge. Because for those of you who may remember and those of you who are new, shout out to the 84 subscribers. Remember to hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell next to it so you can get the videos as soon as they go live. And go ahead and drop a comment and a like. And tell a friend. For those of you who remember and those who may not know, Mad Jack Slater went into cahoots with the Fooge and robbed me of my Street Smart Audio Trivia Championship. So, you know, I'm not a petty guy, you know what I'm saying? I believe in putting water under the bridge. He's a cool guy sometimes when he's not helped rob me. But then we have an exchange today when he found out that my dislike of, my hate, my passionate 5,000 degree burning hate of Terry Funk was legit. He thought it was a work. So, he shoots this little message that I'm going to share with you, and I'm going to reply because I promised him that I will reply tonight. And here we go. To this. SMDH, which for those of you who don't know means shaking my damn head. SMDH, of course you're a Hot Stuff fan. What did Eddie ever do drugs and Missy Hyatt. I guess he thought that was funny because, I don't know. But Fuge thought it was funny because he typed in his little LOL. I didn't find anything amusing. But you want to know what Eddie did? You want to know why you heard of Terry Funk? Because there was an Eddie Gilbert. There was an Eddie Gilbert to lay the foundation for ECW. And ECW is where Terry Funk was able to resurrect his already prehistoric and dead career. We're talking about a 50-year-old man that... Oh, no, I didn't get to that part, though. That part, yeah. What did Eddie ever do? So you got a 50-year-old man here who is clinging on to life. I don't even know how he's able to put one foot in front of the other, because one, he's not that bright, and number two, he's old as fuck. Number three, he's beat to shit. But yet he could manage to walk and get into a ring. I'll give him that. But it was because there was an Eddie Gilbert who was able to be what's the word I'm looking for?
Catalyst.
The key catalyst for ECW to take shape and to be able to grow into the organization where someone like Terry Funk could kill himself for you people who like to watch, who used to like to watch that stuff. People beating the hell out of each other with barbed wire bats and setting themselves on fire. That you sycophants who are amused by that. Terry Funk was able to do that because of Eddie Gilbert. And see, not only that, Eddie Gilbert, as you may or may not know, is the leader and founder of one of the greatest stables ever known in professional wrestling, Hot Stuff International, which I am also a member of. But anyway, let's continue with this this ridiculous message, shall we? Ask fans who they know, Terry Funk or Eddie Gilbert. They'll say Funk is a wrestler, and did the other guy voice the parrot in Aladdin? Now I gotta lie, I can't lie. That part right there kind of made me laugh a little bit. That was a little bit amusing. Okay? But I guarantee you that don't nobody know who Terry Funk is. Don't nobody care who Terry Funk is. And once people find out, like if you show people a picture of Terry Funk, they would be frightened. And because you know how you could just see a dude walk in a room and you know off top you're a pedophile and shit. That's the type of vibe Terry Funk gives off. So you don't want to, you know what I'm saying? Let's not even go there. All right, let's see. And you will be forced to say, no, he didn't voice the parent, but Gilbert Gottfried is more intimidating. Are you serious? Gilbert Gottfried more intimidating than one of the most savage, one of the most technically sound, and one of the most violent men in professional wrestling, Eddie Gilbert? I can't even think of nothing funny to say about that because that's so fucking ridiculous that I can't even believe I'm wasting my time to read this on the air. But you know what, Mad Jack Slater? You go ahead and be... There you go. You go ahead and be an idiotic Terry Funk fan. You go ahead and worship at the altar of the broke. No, that's Steve Austin. What's the name of his stupid little resort where he goes and oh, the Double Cross Ranch. That's what it is.
The Double Cross Ranch.
The Double Dress Ranch. You know, or the cross-dressing ranch. That's what it is. Yeah, go ahead and go worship at the cross-dressing the cross-dressing ranch with the rest of the spunk lovers. That's Terry Funk. You know why I'm about to start calling him Terry Spunk? Because, first of all, he's white. No offense, because you know I love white folks. But he's white. He's jizz. And... with a little bit of age, he gets crusty. So, yeah, Terry Spunk it is going forward. And Mad Jack, you know, you my dude, but that's some fucked up shit to say, disrespectful. Eddie Gilbert is the man. He's the reason there is an ECW. You show some goddamn respect, and you watch what you say when you talk about the leader and founder of Hot Stuff International, my mentor, my hero and inspiration, and the king of Philadelphia, Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert. And that's all I have to say about that.
So we have a cold open. Paul Lee promo to start. Paul starts shitting on Terry Funk's daughters.
That's right.
And Terry Funk shows up to slap him in the mouth. He says, I'm sorry, Mr. Funk. I'm sorry. Terry Funk just slaps him right in the fucking mouth.
A fucking bully. You see what a piece of shit he is? I mean, this is America. So just because somebody says something, oh, now you have the right to put your hands on him, on a man half your size. Oh yeah, what a tough guy you are, Terry Spunk.
And we go on into the theme. So we got Joey in the nest. He's recapping the cold open. I'm feeling this is a clip show. Paulie interrupts Joey. He jumps over the fucking table, grabs Joey by the motherfucking collar. He starts yelling obscenities and everything. He's talking about how he's never been disrespected so badly in his life. Funk tried to break Sabu's arm in Japan. Sabu's been healing, so on May 14th, Sabu at 100% is gonna beat the shit out of Terry Funk.
That's what I'm talking about, Paul.
Make sure you tell Terry Funk that Joey shook as fuck as Paul leaves. Joey shows a package, details Funk and Sabu, narrated by Sully. It's a dream partner tag match in November to remember 93. Then they move on to Holiday Hell 93, which we never saw. They get a Shane run in. And then they go to the three-way at the night the line was crossed. And April 16th, with the Eaton reveal, Arn Anderson, and it's bringing you up to speed on the whole Sabu, Terry Funk, Paulie Dangerously saga. Your thoughts?
Okay. So up until this point, my thoughts of like the little package and all that other well, the first thing I thought was Terry Funk better watch his back, because Paulie is a very well-connected man. He has to hire people like the Rottens to watch his back and stuff, because he can't make real friends for real, because he's garbage. He's a piece of trash. So he has to hire people like the Rottens and stuff. So he better be careful pissing off people like Paulie Dangerously, who have the means to fuck him up.
We have another Arn Anderson, Terry Funk promo. They both have hats on. What the fuck is this hat thing going on right now? I'm sensing this whole hat deal is a rib. Arn cuts a good promo. Funk cuts something. I tuned out. Moving on.
Oh, interesting. Oh, yeah, no, he was just a little butthurt about Paul talking about his daughters and shit. But yeah, you did right to tune out, because you didn't miss much.
We got a Matty in the house spot.
Oh, my freaking God. He still works there?
It's for When Worlds Collide. Just add it. It's a 4-on-4 elimination match, Survivor Series style. Jazzy JT Smith, the Bruise Brothers, and the Street Vigilante Hawk versus the ECW heavyweight champion, Shane Douglas, the Public Enemy, the ECW tag team champions, and the Roughneck, Mr. Hughes. They set it to a Roughneck by MC Light package showcasing all the guys. Moving on. We got a replay of the Public Enemy and the Bruise Brothers from April 16th. The lumberjack match billed as a human cage match.
Oh, that's so dumb.
The face shine early as grunge powders, whatever. More stuff. It breaks down. grunge powders, and the heels help them back. You know what I'm saying? Like the usual spot when the heels powder in a lumberjack match, and and other heels be like, "Oh no, it's okay, man. No problem. It's good. Take your time, man. You know what I'm saying? You good, man? You want to Gatorade? Yeah. Rub your feet. Yeah. We got Kevin Sullivan in the back. Oh. You know what I'm saying? Heat spot on one of the Bruise Brothers. Rocco with some chair shots. I mean, it's a Public Enemy match, man. It's just a brawl. It's the usual shit. I can't possibly care at this point.
Right.
It's sloppy and all over the place. It's a lumberjack match in the crowd. They're in the bleachers.
How the fuck did that happen?
The lumberjacks bring them back. Johnny Grunge has been bleeding since the shine. Rocco goes up top. Devil nuts him. Double boot to Grunge. What the fuck is going on? Mr. Hughes comes in. He chairs one of the Bruise Brothers. Grunge roll up for the win. Negative infinity. Hughes starts fighting the other Bruise Brother. Both the Bruise Brothers jump Hughes. They get a double boot on Hughes. Joey alludes to a payoff. There's a chair to the head. They continue to beat down. It's a terrible pile driver on Hughes that he sells terribly.
Yeah.
And they beat him up the aisle. And they set up the 8-man tag match at When Worlds Collide.
Yeah.
Your thoughts?
My thoughts was the whole human cage match thing was stupid. Why is there an 8-man match involving the freaking world champion
And the tag champs.
So why is this going on? And then who taught these dudes how to do a pile driver? Those were my thoughts. Sing that song.
So we have a replay of the Monkey Boy spot from last week. Moving on. We got Jason, the sexiest man on earth. He says, first things first. May 14th, the Rockin' Rebel, the Ayatollah of Rock and Roller,
That's right.
will beat the Putts, and Mr. Hughes will not get eliminated in the 8-man tag. Joey then asks about his face. Jason will not address it, but then he addresses the Tasmaniac's transgression. And on May 14th, he's going to rub his face in the feet that the Pitbull's going to win. Pitbull package set to What a Man. Taz package set to Generic Rock. Moving on. We got Kevin Sullivan with Woman versus Devious Donnie Allen. It was taped several weeks ago. It's a complete squidosh, but watch Woman. That's what Joey's saying. It's basically Woman beating up Donnie Allen on the outside and shit. It's Woman viciously attacks Devious, whipping to the rails, hit with the card table, slam on the card table. He gets hit with a mop. He gets back in. He gets put in a tree of woe. Stomp for the dub. 1 star. Woman comes in for some kicks, and it was a woman package basically. Just turned into a damn woman package. Then they show the shoot fight between Devil and Goof, Tommy Cairo at November to Remember. Woman gets involved with the finish, and she uses a slapjack. Moving on. They replay the lead up to the Kanan match between Goof and Sandman. We got a Goof and Peaches promo. Both are awful. Moving on. So we get to the main event segment. We got Paulie and 911. Paulie has on a New York Knicks jersey backwards. He has some tinted glasses, a backwards cap, and he's looking like the goofy Kazar that he is. 911 looking like Super Shredder Jake Roberts, as H-Dub would say. And they're walking in the hood. Quote unquote the hood.
Oh, man.
Paul wants to know if he's dressed right. He's in straight psycho yuppie mode, talking 1,000 miles per hour, and I couldn't get everything. 911 said he's fine. So I go to the network. So they walk to a building and they trip over some white guy. He's just sitting there, and apparently he's strung out. They get to the door, and there's a skinny Tommy Davidson face ass nigga wearing a Public Enemy hockey jersey, and he's the lookout. All right. When they tripped over the white guy, Paulie says, "That's the guy that was at the Woodbury Armory." That's a shot at Dennis Coralluzzo and the WWA, the same WWA that was at Battle of the Belts.
Yeah. Oh, damn.
So that's Paul getting a shot in.
Cold-blooded.
Paul nervously points to the guy and he says, "I'm looking for them." Because he's got a Public Enemy jersey on. Says, "I'm looking for them. I'm looking for the Public Enemy."
Pointing to his shirt.
You're right. Tommy Davidson blows him off. 911 goozles him and asks where they at. Tommy Davidson bitches up and he says, "Oh no, man, they right inside, man. Let me get them for you. No problem, man. No problem." Fire him immediately.
Yeah, that was terrible.
An older, balding, fat guy walks out. It's inaudible. So the old man asks, "What's the problem?" I think he just wanted to be on TV.
Probably.
You know what I'm saying? I thought that was cool. I was like, it's probably somebody's dad or uncle or somebody and shit. That's his house. And he was like, "Yo, can we tape right here?" He's like, "Shit, yeah, if I could be on TV real quick." You know what I'm saying? So he got his one little shot in. You know, so he can go to his grave saying, "Hey, I was on ECW."
You made it, fam.
You made it. That's your contribution. Shout out to old balding guy.
Well done.
Public Enemy comes out, and then I learned that the passed out drug addict is none other than Johnny Pots and Pans from an earlier Extreme Retro review where Johnny Pots and Pans assisted them in stealing a TV or a car or some shit.
Oh yeah.
So that's Johnny Pots and Pans. The black dude's name is Luther, but he's still going to be Tommy Davidson from now on. They dap up 911, and they can't believe that Paul is dressed as he's dressed. Paul has a problem, and he's heard that the Public Enema will solve problems for a price. Grunge wants to stop beating around the bush and stop scratching up the raccoon's butt. What?
Oh, that is not hood slang right there.
I said, what the fuck hood are they from? They don't say that on HVD.
No, not at all.
Paul wants Funk taken out.
Yes, finally.
Public Enemy cut a serious promo about Funk. Paul asks after they take out Funk, can they do something for him? And they're like, "What's that, Paul?" "Can they teach him to dance?"
Oh, boy.
They start dancing. They start doing the Cabbage Patch behind him. Yeah. Paul cuts a promo, but he looks like a doofus, so I don't pay any fucking attention.
Oh, man.
Overall, definitely thumbs in the middle. I enjoyed the promos. As a go-home show, it was okay. As a show, it was terrible. But I enjoyed it. I cannot make it make sense.
Oh man, that last part probably sums it up perfectly. But I got super excited when Paulie basically put the hit out on Terry Funk from Public Enemy and stuff. So that put a big giant smile on my face and shit, especially after what happens at Worlds Collide, which you guys have to stay tuned and listen to at another time. But anyway, is the show over? I mean, ECW has some shitty go-home shows, man. I think they have established a track record, especially post Eddie Gilbert era Mad Jack Slater. Especially since Eddie's been gone, their go-home shows have sucked motherfucking donkey dick, man. So add this one onto the pile, even though I am super stoked that Funk has a price on his head. And yeah, the rest of the show, yeah, I mean, yeah. You got Maddie in the house twice and shit. And then you got Arn and Funk and hats and shit. Well, I mean, who wants to see that? So it's up to you, but yeah. Watch the end though.
So next week, when we come back, actually it won't be next week. In 4 days, it will be When Worlds Collide. Recounted by you, or by us. Hot Stuff Hollywood and the Scourge of the IWC, also known as The Fooge. Peace.
Peace.
Smart Audio proudly brings to you When Worlds Collide 1990 Fizzo starring the Scourge of the IWC starring Hot Stuff Hollywood. Official.streetsmarks@gmail.com is how you want to contact us. Listen to us right here exclusively on YouTube, Street Smart Audio, or fuck with us. Official.streetsmarks on SoundCloud and IG, Street Smart fan page on Facebook, Street_Smarks on Twitter, or catch my antics at ECW Memories. This is the Extreme Retro Review for ECW, May 14th, 1990, Fizzo. This is When Worlds Collide. So it's Extreme Retro Review number 64. I have to say hot stuff before I throw it to you about your overall thoughts and views of the show. We are the best motherfuckers doing this shit today.
Oh man, that's a hell of a statement. That's is that how you really feel? Are we?
This is like Stan Lee and Jack Kirby creating the motherfucking Marvel Universe right here.
You about to make me run through a wall somewhere? But because I'm getting amped up over here now.
Because, like,
Let me say that lighter.
we 64 episodes in, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We started at Battle of the Belts. You know what I'm saying? We went from to the Super Summer Sizzler Spectacular.
Oh man, who can forget?
You know what I'm saying? We went to Ultra Clash.
Oh man.
We actually suffered through Blood Feast. Didn't see November to Remember or Holiday Hell, but we came back with the night the line was crossed.
We did.
We didn't see Funk's Revenge. Funk's Revenge.
Thank God.
Revenge. Funk's Revenge.
Thank God.
We have gone through the trail of suck.
We did.
And now we're here at When Worlds Collide.
Worlds are colliding today.
You don't understand, like, people, they when they're reviewing ECW, you know what I'm saying? They're doing, you know, just the pay-per-view era, you know what I'm saying, from Barely Legal on, you know what I'm saying? Or they do the motherfucking supercards, but they shitty as fuck when they do it, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Shim.
What up, Shil?
You know what I'm saying? And,
Now be careful on that.
oh, whatever. So, we and we're doing all the shows in between. You know what I'm saying? The good shows,
Right.
the bad shows,
Oh yeah.
the clip show, skip shows,
Yeah. All the shows involving Terry Funk. Oh, tell
the
me
clip
about it.
don't skips, the thumbs in the middle, all that shit.
Negative infinity.
All that shit. You know what I'm saying? Beat his knee to obliterate.
Yeah. Umero uno.
Numero uno. Terry Funk's terrible at this. He's terrible at that.
Oh, well, that's not even a work right there. That's a straight shoot.
And now we here at this show, and I'm telling you, we are the best motherfuckers doing this shit. So, I now proclaim us the multiverse's greatest ECW podcast.
Oh, shoot. So now I got another title. So we are now the reigning champions of ECW podcasts.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? You're now listening to the greatest ECW podcast in the universe.
You know what this means, right?
In the multiverse.
We both have 2 belts now.
Yeah. Hey, champ.
Hey, what's up, champ?
How you doing, champ?
I'm doing pretty good, champ. You know what I'm saying? Just looking down at all the wannabes and all the wave riders and stuff. And
All those surfers. And it's hilarious that we say surfers because, and we talk about waves and shit because, you know, we done had Don Morocco in the promotion.
yeah,
We've had the Sandman.
we have.
We've had God of Jobbers, Surfer Ray Odyssey.
My boy. Only because he's like a mini Sandman in appearance.
So it's basically a motif. You know what I'm saying? A recurring theme. You know what I'm saying? That this wave shit goes on. So hot stuff, Hollywood.
What's going on, champ?
What are your thoughts and views of this show?
I absolutely love this show. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not awesome from top to bottom. There are some head scratching moments and some points where I thought it like, oh, this is stupid. But once it got to the end and the end wrapped up, oh man, talk about freaking pumped up. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't. For those who really, really get me and who really, really get this show, and you kind of probably have an idea of why I'm so crumped, just, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, sometimes the sum is, or sometimes the total is greater than the sum of its parts. And that's what this show is. Because of the end. Loved it.
So we start off with Rockin' Rebel, the Ayatollah of Rock and Roller,
My boy.
along with Jason, the sexiest man on earth, going up against the Putz, Tommy Dreamer. Style still blowing Dreamer, verbal fellatio. He's putting over the snooker kick out and the subsequent injury to explain his absence. The truth is that he's just a pretty boy Yutz who can't cut it in the ring. The crowd boos Putz. Styles still puts him over. He says it's a resounding amount of cheers.
Where?
Give it up, dog nuts. Come on, doggy dog. Rebel gets cheered. He does his usual Bob Ortiz shtick in front of him. Babyface shine to start. Putz botches the overhead Luger kick. He start doing some chops and shit, and then he does the overhead roundhouse kick, and he completely misses. Rockin' Rebel. Rebel sells it anyway.
Oh gosh, there was some bad selling in this match. A couple spots.
Just basic opening match stuff. Oh my God, Tommy is too big to be working using roll-ups and crucifixes. He's working small, and he's like 6'4", 250. He's like a cheating distraction combo with Jason, works to perfection. Rebel with the heat. Comeback misses. He misses a snooker splash. It's a sidewalk slam called by Joey, but it was actually a spine buster. Rebel hurts his knee, and he still gets the pin for 2. Rebel tries again, but the Putz counters into a Lou Thez press for the win. Dud. Jason and Rebel have a shoving match. They tease turning on each other, but then they hug it out and they pound it to the back. Your thoughts?
My thoughts, I just want to expound on a couple things, because on one of the pinfalls, because this was a head-scratching moment for me, right before Putz got the win with the Lou Thez, Jason had actually interrupted Rebel's thing or whatever. I guess he wanted to put some more damage in on Tommy Dreamer and shit. So that's what led to the argument afterwards, and did, you know what I'm saying, I guess Jason flashed him some cash and shit, and everything was all cool and gravy and stuff. But anyway, I just thought that was there was some head scratching book in there, just, you know, to have the manager interrupt his guy while he's, you know what I'm saying, executing a pinfall or whatever. Seemed weird, but
I was translating it as Rebel's the de facto face in this match. And at the same time, Jason is still a heel. Okay? So, what better way to put more heat on Jason than to out-heel the lovable heel? You know what I'm saying?
oh, I can dig it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it may not have been a book that way, but it came off that way to me. You know what I'm saying? Because Jason's phenomenal as a heel, and everybody in the ECW arena loves Rockin' Rebel. And they love him even more going up against Tommy Dreamer.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's easy to cheer for Rebel in a match.
It's easy to cheer for anybody against the Putz. So, he's a goofball.
Oh, with his shimmery ass jacket he came out in.
Oh God. Moving on.
Right.
So we have a TV title match. We got 911 with Paulie Dangerously versus the TV champion Mikey Whipwreck. I said, Mikey's a champ? Because the last show, Mikey wasn't the champ.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad I wasn't the only one confused, because I'm like, what the fuck did I miss? And they didn't even show how he got the belt. He's just the champion.
Well, it's Eastern Championship Wrestling, so, you know, they don't have the money for pictures and shit. You know what I'm saying?
I guess, well, at least have Joey make something up. But he was in Puerto Rico, and he beat Pitbull in a 6-man or some shit.
I guess we'll see it on the clip show.
Yeah.
911 comes out with Paulie. Immediate choke slam. Choke slam part 2. Mm-hmm. Mikey still with no offense. Paulie with theatrics. 911 stalls. Another choke slam. Oh, then he choke slams with the referee for a double choke slam.
Oh yeah.
So then Pee Wee Moore. Let me talk about Pee Wee Moore. So he is the skinniest fucking referee I've ever seen in my life.
Okay.
And he has this floppy fucking hair. So when the motherfucker gets choke slammed, right?
His hair's flopping around and shit.
Plop. His hair plops afterwards, and then he like snow angels into the fucking mat.
Good job, Pee Wee.
Pee Wee rolls over and he calls for the DQ. And this is why. Because they needed an out for the match. Uh-huh. And they didn't want to fucking job Mikey because they wanted to do the storyline with Mikey and how he's fucking defending the belt and not getting any offense in. Uh-huh. But he has to take these ass whoopings, but he has to win. So he goes up against the limited 911. 911 choke slams him. He choke slams him. Paulie's goofing around. And then he choke slams the referee for no reason. Yeah. He could have pinned the motherfucker after the first choke slam.
Yeah, so another head-scratching moment for me.
So they're just filling fucking time.
Yeah.
Why even book the match?
I'm so glad you said it.
And that's why it gets the rating that it gets. Your thoughts?
Oh, but you basically said everything that I wanted to say. The couple choke slams was cool and shit, but once cause my dumb ass, I'm like, oh shoot, they really about to push 911. He's about to be the TV champion. I guess maybe that's why Mikey Whipwreck mysteriously has the belt now, for some reason. But no, again, like I said, my dumb ass. 911 gets DQ and Mikey keeps the belt and shit. And then afterwards, I thought about it, basically most of the stuff that you said. So it was just my ultimate conclusion was why even book the match?
So Paulie wants the ref checked. He gets another choke slam. Joey buries Paul on play-by-play. More Paul theatrics. A 911 legit chant. Another choke slam, and they leave. I said it was a waste of time. It wasn't boring. It was entertaining. Mm-hmm. But it served no fucking purpose.
None. Especially with your second biggest title and shit.
Basically. I mean, if they would have did it with the fucking Penn State Sandusky title, no big deal.
That's a very prestigious title, I have you know.
Moving on. So we have Superfly Jimmy Snuka with HQR3 versus Kevin Sullivan with Woman in his corner. Snuka out first with his cool ass theme. I wish I knew that fucking song. I thought Devil went to Atlanta about May of 1994. I figured this might be his swan song.
Oh, shoot, okay.
So it's an outside brawl. Devil hits Snuka with a skillet.
Where the fuck did he get a skillet from? Where did Kevin Sullivan get a skillet from?
He got it from the fans.
I don't think before or after this match I've ever seen a skillet in a wrestling ring.
Stay tuned.
Oh, shit.
He gets hit with a chair. Finally in the ring, Snuka with a comeback, but it's cut off after Devil takes a fucking bump. I thought, holy shit, he must be leaving because he's actually taking a fucking bump. Woman leaves with Sandman off camera. HQR trips up Sullivan for the win. Negative.
Hold on, did you mention the part where Kevin Sullivan hammered Jimmy Snuka in the dick with a hammer?
No, please elaborate.
There was a part, because it's right after he hit him with the skillet, and I was like, where the fuck does skillet come from? So yeah, Sullivan's still outside the ring and shit. Jimmy is inside the ring, but with his legs hanging out and shit. So Sullivan opens his leg and shit and gets a hammer from somewhere. I guess apparently there's a
Timekeeper's bell.
Okay, there we go. That makes sense. So he get the timekeeper's bell, the hammer and shit, and hammers him right in the dick.
Oh.
No, ain't no you catch one of those. But maybe for Sullivan and shit.
So Snuka powders. HQR3 gets caught up by Devil and hits him in the balls with his cane 2 times.
Oh, yeah.
100Q Robbins III gets pants. He gets a third ball shot. Then he gets a double stomp. He grabs the mic. He says something. And then another stomp. He barks like Bruiser Brody and does the Sheik chase around the ring when he chases the photographers and all the motherfuckers around the ring and shit. And then he leaves.
Oh, so that's some more Sheik shit.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Oh, wow.
So
okay.
he took everything from the Sheik.
Oh, talk
Everything.
about gimmick infringement. Damn. I mean, I know a lot of wrestlers borrow and shit. Well, I guess Ric Flair admittedly did the same thing, though, from, what's his name?
Buddy Rogers.
Buddy Rogers.
Yeah, absolutely. He took Buddy Rogers. He took Dusty Rhodes. He took Blackjack Mulligan. He took Wahoo McDaniel. He took Johnny Valentine. He took fucking shit. He took a lot of motherfuckers. He took a lot of motherfuckers shit.
But I'm just talking about the main shit you know Ric Flair for.
No, seriously. The woo, you know what I'm saying? That's Wahoo McDaniel shit. I mean, he says, I got it from Great Balls of Fire dude. But no, Wahoo McDaniel was doing that shit. Woo! Yes! Because he's Wahoo McDaniel.
No, but I'm talking about the robes and the figure four.
All the pomp and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's just shit that you grab from, Gorgeous George, you know what I'm saying, or goddamn Buddy Rogers. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Ric Flair's shit. I mean, when he put it all together and he put it with that slick ass mouth, you know what I'm saying? Space Mountain.
Limousine riding.
Right, 60-minute man, jet flying, wheeling dealing, kid stealing, son of a gun, you know what I'm saying? All that shit. Yeah, then this Ric Flair shit.
It might be the oldest ride, but it still got the longest line.
You know what I'm saying?
Woo!
I like when he's in the ring with Mean Gene, and he's talking shit to Sting. Gets on his back and he goes, "Scorpion this, pal!"
Oh, shit, good old Nate.
Right.
Still haven't watched that 30 for 30.
I didn't. I was just talking to my basketball guru. He's asking me, did I watch the 30 for 30 yet? And I said, nah, but it's coming. It's coming.
It's mysteriously vanished off my DVR.
Man, you need to get that Android box.
I'm long overdue for that motherfucker.
So we have a Singapore Canaan match. Goof and Tranny also known as Tommy Cairo and Peaches, versus Woman and Sandman. Peaches wears a hard hat like Cairo. Even more suspect shit that she's a he. OG sign guy with a sign. Whack the fuzz off of Peaches. I'm starting to think that OG sign guy was a diehard who turned into a plant, because all of his signs, you know what I'm saying, that he has, you know what I'm saying, going forward, they're like way too inside.
Oh, really?
They're so inside. It's like, how the fuck would you even know that? You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking to myself that maybe those signs are fucking planted to him by Paul.
Oh, shoot. He like, here, hold this.
Yeah, show these signs. You know what I'm saying? He was a goof. That dude like a goof anyway.
Yeah, yeah, totally.
Anyway, Hack tries to get to the cane before the match. Hack's smoking. He's smoking a squally.
Come on, somebody.
Peaches gets booed, as she should. Hack gets tossed around. Hack gets tossed around. Hack tries to get at Peaches. So they do the whole, he's stalking Peaches. Cairo stalks Hack. Hack beats up Goof. Lather, rinse, repeat.
Come on, somebody.
I love it.
Oh, man.
Outside suplex. And more, inside more suplexes. Hack's bumping around like a sloppy ping pong ball. And he gets the heat. The thing about heel Sandman is that the sloppiness works better as a heel.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, when he's a baby face, it's like, you know, when he does his elbow drops and shit, it's like, oh my God, he's fucking terrible.
Yeah, especially when he doesn't have a super over face personality and shit. So, like, there is nothing to gravitate to with him as a face and shit.
But as a heel, when he does these sloppy ass fucking elbow drops or these sloppy ass cane shots or these sloppy punches and shit, it looks way more fucking authentic.
And plus, you're already invested because, like, oh, this dude's smoking a squally and he hates his wife. Shit,
Right.
That's my dude.
Right? And this dude is fucking his wife.
Yeah, right. His best friend's fucking his wife and shit.
Right. So how the fuck is he the heel in this motherfucker? It's like, as soon as the motherfucker turned heel, he turned face. It's insane. It's insane. They should have Roman Reigns watch that motherfucker and just go, oh, okay, this makes sense. Turn heel. Or they should have Vince fucking watch it. Whatever.
How would they do that PG, though?
I don't know.
Yeah, with another topic, another time.
Anyway, suplex, a pile driver. He does a delayed pile driver. He shows out for the crowd. It's awesome. It's all guys. The girls are on the apron. The crowd chants, "We want a woman." I bet you do, buddy. Goof takes over with a DDT. Woman comes in. It's a cat fight. Joey calls it kind of subdued. Cairo grabs woman. Peaches then looks around and then just lands on Sandman for the win.
Yeah.
What? 1 star. Best match so far. Your thoughts?
The ending was very anticlimactic and shit. Thankfully, it didn't end there, but everything leading up to the pin and shit is just like, I don't know, just seeing Peaches get the win kind of pissed me off. It tainted it and shit.
So we get into the post-match angle.
Oh, yeah.
So Peaches gets the whack Hack with the Singapore cane, or with the gimmick. She pulls down his pants. 3 shots in. Woman comes in with some powder that completely fucking misses.
Oh, man, not all of it. Just maybe, 99% of it, but just enough got into Peach's eye.
So the goof comes over to woman. Woman's begging off and shit. You know what I'm saying? And then Hack comes back with a nut shot. He grabs the cane, hits Cairo 3 times, then he hits him a 4th time. Peach is still blinded. She gets whacked with the cane.
Yeah.
Hack pulls out a cigarette.
Squally 30. Shoot.
The crowd says, one more time. Woman gets the cane.
Peaches looked like she did not want that one last whacking because it looked like she was trying to sandbag motherfucking Sandman and shit. Yeah, but
Sandman hits Cairo one more time. They say one more time. He hits him with a DDT. I said, okay, whatever. More shots to Cairo, and they leave to absolute cheers from the ECW crowd. Post-match was a 3, so we split for a 2. Peaches is writhing in pain. Cairo, save a hoe, carries her out.
leaking.
If she dies, she dies.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Look like he about to die with all that blood dripping down his face and shit. Oh, shit. Trying to save these bitches and see what it gets you. A split open face.
So Bob Ortiz makes he makes the call that Pee Wee is the ref for the next match.
Oh, shit.
911 comes back to choke slam him. LOL. Paul tries to stop him. He gets another choke slam. Joey puts him over. They go off to the back. So John Finnegan is called for the next match. He's the referee.
Come on down, John.
His cell face is completely awesome. He's looking around like, shit, is 911 still there? So we have a grudge match. We got Pitbull with Jason, the sexiest man on earth, versus the Tasmaniac. So the night before, Taz cost the Pitbull the TV title against Mikey Whipwreck.
Oh, is that what happened? Okay. I somehow missed that explanation and shit. Okay.
So Pitbull is currently my favorite wrestler, just because of his promos. It's an outside brawl again. They're into the crowd this time. Back in, the crowd's yelling shit bull.
Damn.
Taz with a judo throw. Now it's a Mikey chant. Pitbull gets frazzled, so he hits a nerve hold. Slows the pace down to a fucking halt.
Oh, shoot. Rest out.
Right? Taz with a comeback, but he gets hit with the karate chop. Pitbull does this karate kick, and he does this karate chop, and he does this fucking karate kata key thing.
Yeah, you know
Oh my God, I love it. That shit is hilarious. It's so goofy. It's like, why is this steroid freak doing karate katas and shit in the match?
Oh, because he can. You know what I'm saying? Shit. He like karate movies and shit.
To do a cheating and distraction combo to perfection into a leg lock. Another cheating and distraction part 2. Taz will come back to the top cutoff with a karate kick.
Oh, shit.
And another one. Pitbull's karate theatrics are awesome. Taz plexes come back, overhead belly to Bailey, and Jason is on the apron. He gets suplexed, a chain to the forehead, Pitbull for the win. 1 star. Pitbull drags Jason out, another waste of time. Taz stumbles to the back. Your thoughts on the match?
I thought it was a pretty enjoyable match. It was probably the first match that, at least from beginning to end, you know, said it had some logic to it. And then, you know, Taz and Pitbull, you know, said they went at it like a Tasmanian devil and a Pitbull and shit, you know what I'm saying? So,
Okay.
you know, I enjoyed it.
So what were your thoughts, before we even start, about the 8-man tag?
Uh-huh.
What were your thoughts about the 8-man tag?
Why were they having this match? Why is the world champion in this match? And
the tag team champions.
oh yeah. I didn't really think about them at the time, but now that you mention it, yeah. Why? Well, yes. Why are you putting all these belts in this match? What is the point?
All right, so this match is completely awful because they start off first by putting one of the lunkheads in the heat spot, and that shit lasts forever.
Yes.
I couldn't be bothered with the first part of the match. I wrote so much about it I don't even want to talk about it. I hate that fucking match.
It's so funny you said that because I said Shane works Bruise Brothers leg ... forever ...
And then, to cap it all off, they restart the whole fucking match by putting JT Smith into the heat spot. So the whole Bruise Brothers, lunkhead fucking in peril shit, completely wiped that shit away. It meant absolutely nothing. That whole first 10, 15 minutes of the match meant nothing. I was so fucking pissed off because they could have just had JT Smith do the fucking face in peril, and at least it would have been better because JT Smith is a better seller than Lunkhead 1 or Lunkhead 2. So I'm going to skip everything I said up until JT. This might as well never happen because they do the same exact shit with JT Smith. The only difference is JT Smith sells better. Lunkheads run in and it breaks down into a 4-on-3. Oh yeah, I forgot. One of them wasn't even there, was it?
Hawk.
Yeah, Hawk was on lockdown.
So yeah, it was a handicap.
It was a handicap fucking match. And you put Lunkhead 1 or Lunkhead 2, Lunkhead X
Right.
as your babyface in peril. Why?
Oh shit.
Why, Paul?
It's starting to sound like algebra, X's and Y's and shit.
This shit is so formulaic. You got the motherfucker who sells the best. He plays Ricky Morton. Everybody else rallies around him. You know what I'm saying? And then you get a fluke fucking pin, and now you're down 4-on-2. And then you could do the rest of the fucking bullshit. But no. You want JT Smith to be the fucking plucky underdog guy. So you have to kill a whole bunch of fucking time. So Lunkhead X becomes your babyface in peril, and all that bullshit is nothing. And it's a handicap match. So you don't even start with the House of fucking Fire. The match is the complete, absolute drizzling shits for the first 15 fucking minutes. So when JT comes in, we're going to continue. Public Enema is trying to save it with their theatrics. Nope. Hughes up top and he misses. Hot tag to Lunkhead X, and it's all over the place. Tag to JT again. Joey says it makes no sense. I concur. JT gets clipped again in the perfect spot. 2-on-1 JT. Big brawl outside to eliminate everybody else. So it's 2-on-1 JT versus the pubic enema.
Yeah.
More knee stuff. I'm expecting a fluke roll-ups because why not?
Why not?
JT with the sell job of a lifetime. Theatrics turning the fans. LOL. It's a figure 4 spot. It's reversed. JT with a fruit roll up on Flyboy Rocco Rock. Rocco holds JT for grunge. Hits once, but goofs the second. Fruit roll up on 2 for the win.
There we go, JT.
Dud, 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 dud. JT gets beat up for goof measure. Shut that jailbird shit up, one of the Public Enema says. Jailbird chant by the ECW crowd. JT Smith rises in pain. Your thoughts on the match?
Oh shoot. Yeah. The match was kind of goofy, but I ain't gonna lie, I was pumped when JT got the win and shit, you know what I'm saying? So it's good that he was still eating out here and shit. Match was still a waste of time, especially how everybody, or how 4 people just magically disappeared out the match and shit, or whatever the number was.
I don't understand how you said this show was good when I've given 3
I told you the end.
negative face.
I told you the end makes up for the whole freaking show. Don't worry, we're getting there.
Moving on.
Yeah, come on, somebody.
So we have Paul Lee's dangerous alliance of Sabu and talkative Bobby Eaton
That's right, Mr. Chad.
versus AA Arn Anderson and the living legend Terry Funk.
Boo, boo, you suck.
So Paul Lee with the old school introductions. I said, dude, this show sucks. I cannot possibly care at this point. It's a great tag match because you got AA Arn Anderson, who's a fucking tag genius. Bobby Eaton, who's a tag genius. Terry Funk, who knows his way around the ring.
He doesn't know shit.
And Sabu, who's there for the crazy high spots.
Right.
So you got wacky stuff from Sabu. Baseball slide to Funk. Body slam over the top rope through a table. Bobby smacks Funk with a chair.
Nice.
Back in, he gets chaired by Sabu. In the corner, we got to air Sabu. Okay, I'm into it.
Yeah, how can you not be?
So we got Sabu and Arn. We got some Arn stuff. And Arn wants Bobby because he knows Bobby and he knows how to work with Bobby. You know what I'm saying? He's doing stuff with Sabu and it's eh. But you know, if he tags Bobby in, they can do some shit from their Midnight Express brain buster deals from 1987 and pop the crowd easily. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All right. So Funk grabs Bobby before he can come in. He fucks up the top. They fucks up the pop. LOL. Arn decks Sabu again. Arn with a figure four on Bobby. Funk brings in some plywood. He pile drives Bobby onto it.
ECW.
Sabu bumps in. Arn to the top rope.
Don't do it, Arn.
Sabu drop kicks him off.
I told you.
Funk misses a moonsault on Sabu inside. We got Arn and Bobby outside stuff. Sabu for 2 and hits a moonsault for 2 3/4. Terry Funk hits a power bomb.
No. He barely he hit a struggle bomb. There was no power into that thing. He, for some reason, decided he felt like trying to do a power bomb and could barely get that motherfucker off.
So we have a rude awakening for 2. Terry Funk with his theatrics. He does a DDT, and he has a sissy fight with Bobby. And they fall off the ring.
Sounds about right.
Arn does his crotch spot with Sabu. Sabu with a plancha on Funk. Arn chairs the guys outside, and they go back to a corner. What the fuck is this cluster? Sabu and Arn do some stuff. Sabu with a moonsault, no cover. Bobby with an Alabama jam. Funk breaks up, is tied up in an apron fabric.
What an idiot.
Sabu with a sleeper on Arn. Slingshot, senton, Arabian moonsault for 2. They do some stuff outside. Sabu hits the rails. Back in, Arn calls and hits the DDT.
Nice.
Funk and Bobby brawl all the way to Joey at the Eagle's Nest. Funk pile drives Bobby off the top. Arn hits a spine buster. Oh my God. The Public Enemy run out and beat up Terry Funk.
Yes. Go get a Public Enemy.
What the fuck is going on right now?
Oh man, you're seeing Paulie's hard-earned cash paying off right now in the Public Enemy.
I was sitting here watching this chaotic tag team match, and I'm into the match now. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm writing every fucking thing that's happening.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to miss a fucking thing.
Right.
And then the fucking enema come out to beat up on Terry
It
Funk.
saves the show. Good fucking job.
AA chases him off. Funk goes to the ring. Public Enemy beat up on Arn. Sabu with a spinning toe hold. It's a counter for 2. Funk knee is bleeding. Sabu with he hits Funk and Funk hits Arn with a chair. Oh, that's what happens. All right. So Sabu's still hitting the spinning toe hold on Arn. On Funk. And then somehow they do a double down. Arn gets in the ring and he grabs the chair. Then he splits open Terry Funk's legs and he whacks his knee. Then he comes over, then he whacks his other knee.
Nice.
And he fucking powders or some shit. Funk with a spinning toe. Sabu with a chair 3 times. Arn grabs a chair, turns on Funk.
Yes! Way to come to your senses, Arn. He finally saw what I saw, what I've been telling everybody, how there's a mega list of things that Terry Funk is terrible at. And one of the things on that list is tag team partner. And Arn Anderson got to get a first-hand experience of how being a partner with Terry Funk is a terrible, terrible idea.
Sabu with the single leg crab for the submission win. Did I see Arn Anderson turning on Terry Funk? Yes. Did I see Funk losing? No. 4 stars for the match. Sheer chaos. I'm not going to say it saved the show because the elimination match was god fucking awful, but I was definitely entertained throughout the match. Hollywood, your thoughts?
It definitely saved the show for me because I was kind of bummed out and stuff. I thought Funk and Arn were going to go over, but once I seen Arn see the light and he parted Terry Funk's hair with that chair like he was a barber, oh man, I almost jumped through my roof. So I'm getting pumped over here just thinking about it because time and time again, people just think, there are people inside of the group and people like Mad Jack Slater who think I am a Terry Funk hater. It is not that I am a Terry Funk hater. It is that Terry Funk is the most horrible person that has ever stepped foot on this earth. The most horrible person to ever come out of a woman's vagina. So forgive me if everyone else is slow to see what I've seen a long time ago. It's people like Arn Anderson, it's people like JT Smith, it is people like Road Warrior Hawk, it's people like Commissioner Todd Gordon, who have been screwed over time and time again by people, by Terry Funk. And hey, just call me Negro Damas, because I've been saying it I can't even remember what show I started saying it on, but it's like we on episode number 64 now, so I've been saying it for a long, long time. But you people who are still on the Terry Funk bandwagon, you're going to see, like I said, he's a terrible father, terrible husband, terrible beer drinker, terrible DJ, if he ever decide to spin some records on the 1s and 2s. Sorry, I done went off on a tangent again.
So Paulie berates Terry Funk as he gives up. Funk starts wailing on Paul, and the show fades to black.
He had to beat up on somebody.
We come back with Paulie, and he has some money in his hand, and he gives it to the Public Enemy.
Yeah. Job well done, boys. Good job.
He's paying them for their run-in. He wants this documented. Then he cuts the "Who is this man?" promo against Terry Funk. He keeps asking, who is this man? You know what I'm saying? That lives at the cross-dressing ranch. Who is this man that wants to come in and take from his family?
Right.
Who is this man that is the scourge of not the IWC, but the ECW? You know what I'm saying? The Public Enemy are in the background. They're bebopping around like some 2 goofballs. It's fucking awesome promo.
Oh, shit.
Then it turns to Funk, and it says, "We're the Funk Brothers." And then the show fades to black again.
Oh, thank God.
So this pulls Terry Funk out of the main event scene and into the tag team division as he makes the Public Enemy. So then we have Cactus Jack with a promo. He's hyping his match against Sabu on June 24th, Hostile City Showdown. And the show finally goes off the air. Overall, all big shows are automatically a watch for historical purposes only.
For sure.
But this show might be worse than Blood Feast.
Absolutely not. I disagree vehemently because it will be another testimony and it'll be another historical landmark in the unveiling of the true character and person that Terry Funk is. And it's just to be another little place that you look back in history where you can see people finally start to see the light, like, oh shoot, dang. Here's another instance of where he was a terrible tag team partner. Oh, he didn't tip his waitress at this restaurant this time. Oh, here's one where he's a cheapskate and he's a terrible tipper. You know what I'm saying? Oh, there's a time. Oh, he didn't pick up after his dog when he stepped outside the cross-dressing ranch. He's a terrible dog owner. You know what I'm saying? So each little thing, it just builds the case of the people versus Terry Funk. And I understand some people are a little slower to grasp than others, and some people see the light later in life than others. So, I'm a patient man. But eventually, I will be totally vindicated. Eventually, I'll be the Street Smart Audio Trivia Champion again. And eventually, I will be invited to attend WrestleMania.
Next week, it's the 5/17 and the 5/24 show. Until then, life is a work. Make sure you get paid for it. We out. Peace.
Peace.
Official.streetsmarks@gmail.com is how you want to contact us. Listen to us right here exclusively on YouTube, Street Smart Audio. Or fuck with us. Official.streetsmarks on SoundCloud and IG. Street Smart fan page on Facebook. Street_Smarks on Twitter. Or catch me at ECW Memories. This is the Extreme Retro Review for ECW. May 17th, 1990, Fizzo. H-Dub, what are your thoughts of this show?
I thought it was a goofy ass clip show, skip show. It's a lot of stuff where it made me laugh for the wrong reasons. Yeah, it's a show that I definitely wouldn't recommend for anyone to watch. And but you do get a little clarification on the TV title situation for those who may have been wondering. So, but other than that, yeah.
So we got a cold open. We got Kevin Sullivan in the ring. He grabs the mic and he says, USA Today says Philly's hostile. Well, fuck USA Today. And he gives somebody the stomp. And it's from the When Worlds Collide.
That's Hunter Q. Robbins.
Yeah, he was double stomping because I couldn't hear it on the show, but I heard it on this fucking show. So it's already a clip show.
Right.
So we got scenes of USA Today articles citing the hostile shit cut in with ECW action. And we go on into the theme.
Nigga, I'm about to hit your ass like I'm Tekken. So you can't call me king or Lei Wulong. Shane Song. Nigga, I come through, you be gay wearing the thong. Nigga, like that same song, but it ain't digital. Underground, where I be. Like the pipes in the fiber optics where you found me. Nigga, how I come through, nigga, you can't drown me. Cause I'm up here by the Great Lakes like Erie. Niggas coming through and getting eerie. You better fit this shit right here. That you hearing through your ear, see, nigga, and I'm coming through, nigga, what you wanna do, man, best to back up, cause you can't get near me, nigga, not nearly. Nigga, I be coming through, I get them stains off your shirt, just how cheer be. I don't give a fuck, nigga, you might as well cheer me. Go ahead and clap for it, nigga, if you hate, nigga, I'll shoot you in your chest, make you dilate. Thinking that I'm fake, nigga, knowing that I'm great. Nigga, you best to leave like a tree and a rake. Nigga, I come through and I rake your eyeball.
So it's a Bizarro theme. It's Legs by Art of Noise, if you have the tape trader show. I don't know what it was on the WWE network.
Generic bullshit.
So we have Maddie in the house.
Oh my God. And if you hated Maddie in the house before, you are going to want to pull a pin on a grenade and sit on it when you're done with this show.
He's talking and rambling the fuck on. He says hostile way too many fucking times. It's a lead-in of a funk Paulie package set to the third ECW theme. Yes, it's a fucking clip show. Moving on. We got Maddie recapping the Paulie Public Enema exchange. Then the When Worlds Collide main event. They showed the finish. Whatever. I figured, you know, like back in the pay-per-view era, you know what I'm saying, you would watch Raw or Nitro the next day and they would show the steals. You know what I'm saying? So you would watch the replay on Tuesday.
Right.
But I'm thinking, oh, since it's a super card and these motherfuckers ain't gonna watch it for a couple of months.
Yeah,
until,
might as well.
Yeah, you might as well just show the shit anyway. That will entice you to watch to buy the tape, you know?
That's good thinking. Because if they showed steals of some shit that a nigga's gonna forget about 2 months later and stuff, that'd be pretty stupid.
So we got Terry Funk with a promo after the match. He's talking about how Arn turned on him. He knew that Arn was going to turn on him because he was a horseman. Then he had to fight Sabu. He had to fight Bobby Eaton. He had to fight Paul Lee. And then he had to fight the Public Enemy. The numbers are too great. He needs help. He hasn't asked in about 10 years, and the only guy he can trust is his brother, Dory Funk Jr. 6-1 ain't good odds. He talks about having dreams of being at the World Series in Philadelphia and some baseball guy winning it with a home run. I think he said it was against the Braves. So it was going to be the Phillies against the Braves in the World Series. Now, I'm not the smartest fucking, knife in the toolbox. But at least I know that the Phillies and the Braves are both in the National League. So there's no way in hell that the Phillies and the Braves could play in the World Series. It's impossible.
You already made one of my... You've already proven one of the points I'm about to make.
I said, stick to wrestling, you goofball. He then dreams of ECW filling up and doing something worthwhile before he retires. So obviously winning the NWA title didn't mean shit. He wants to dream about other things, but now he wants his brother to come down and beat the skin off of the Public Enemy, and he wants to beat Paul Lee within an inch of his life. And he says that there isn't nothing wrong with that. Your thoughts?
Ooh, my thoughts. First of all, you talking about what he said sounded 10 times better than him actually saying what he said, because he wasn't talking about anything. He was whining and crying and complaining for getting his ass kicked by the Public Enemy, like he said, and by Sabu. And for some reason, he said he knew Arn was going to turn on him because he was a horseman. No, he turned on him because you're an idiot, Terry Funk, that you've proven time and time again. And then Arn Anderson came to his senses and whooped that ass as he should have. And now to prove even more that you're an idiot, you said it out your own mouth that you're an old man and your brother is even older. So you need help. Oh yeah, I need some help. And I can't trust nobody. Arn Anderson turned his back on me and the Public Enemy whooped my ass. So I'm gonna go get my old ass brother. You know what? He may be 95 years old and I may be 70, but we're funks, and down there in the cross-dressing ranch, you know what, we done tangled some of the manliest women you'll ever find. So yeah, it ain't gonna be nothing but the Public Enemy. Well, you know what, Terry Funk, once again you're gonna get your ass whooped as you deserve. And I don't know why you're such an icon, but it is becoming more apparent to more people like myself, like JT Smith, like Arn Anderson, even the Fooge called you out on your idiocy for not knowing that the frickin' Phillies and the Braves are in the same frickin' league and can't play in the World Series, you frickin' dummy. Anyway, I digress. So it was just a perfect display of the type of foolish decisions that I have to call him a man because I don't know what else to call him. You know what I'm saying? But, I feel like saying piece of crap is way too kind. But this man, this is the type of things that he does. So I can't wait to see what happens to him and his old ass brother. I'm sure Dory's gonna come strolling out there on that his little thing. What's the little walker things with the tennis balls on the bottom?
Just a walker.
Yeah, he gonna come on out to the walker. He gonna stop halfway down after 10 minutes of coming out the curtain. He gonna throw his old ass arm up to the fans and shit, cause there's gonna be a few of them, you know. Pay some homage, then the rest of the 10 minutes he gonna walk on down. And Public Enemy is, like Paulie said, they're probably gonna catch a case for what he's gonna do to those two geriatric old men.
So we have the first Hostile City Showdown bumper. Moving on.
Thank you.
The Tape Trader show was 58 minutes and 55 seconds. Did you get the time for the WWE Network?
Yeah, it's 39 minutes.
I think this might be the reason. So we have a Public Enemy Hey Champ bit. They show highlights of their greatest hits. So Johnny Grunge says when they were in jail, they had a couple of girlfriends that looked just like the like Dory and Terry Funk. Rocco says they looked just like them, but they were twice as tough, and they took them every night 2 times.
Oh yeah, no, that's from their beef with the Bruise Brothers.
No, they said it again.
Oh gosh.
What the fuck is going on with the pubic enema?
Oh my gosh.
Moving on. We have another Maddie in the house spot.
Oh, from bad to worse.
He's saying hostile again. It's the Funks versus the pubic enema. Public Enemy cut a horrendously spliced promo. They could not get this shit going for nothing. Rocco's rambling the fuck on. Johnny Grunge is rambling the fuck on. They cut. They do another take. They had to do about at least 6 to 7 takes during this fucking promo. And then it ends on a good note because fucking Rocco finally got some fire lit under his ass and he goes crazy to end the promo. But all that suck that led up before it couldn't save it. Did you see the promo?
I don't know, because what I just saw was a bunch of clips. They just ran a bunch of Public Enemy clips. And
It's awful.
yeah.
It's completely awful, all over the place, moving the fuck on.
Dang. I wonder if WWE edited that out or if that was something that they did before or after the, I don't know.
Well, during the background music of the promo had Slam to Onyx, so it could have been cut out.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Because of the music.
Right.
Sure. Because
Because the next promo was a Roughneck package. They had a Roughneck by MC Light, and it's another Matty in the house spot. So it's detailing Mr. Hughes and Shane versus the Bruise Brothers at Hostile City Showdown. They have a June 14th moratorium. It's a replay of. Then they show the whole match of Wildman Sal Balomo versus Mr. Hughes from the night the line was crossed.
I did see that.
And they showed the struggle walk slam. Moving on.
Oh, excuse me.
We have another Matty in the house spot.
Matt is making me feel hostile.
Just it's like the screen goes to black, you know what I'm saying, probably on the network, but on the shit, I got fucking, 3 minutes of commercials, right? So I get to see Dick Gregory with a Solo Flex commercial and shit, and the next thing you know, it comes back from a fade to black, fade in from black and shit, and it's Matty in the house again. I want to tell you about the hostile stuff that's going on between Shane and the Bruise Brothers.
And Paulie Hostily is going.
Oh my God!
Oh shit.
So Shane cuts a promo. Says pretty decent. He shows a clip from When Worlds Collide, you know what I'm saying, so he can sucker in the marks to buy the tape and shit for ECW home video. It goes back to Matty in the house, and he says, Shane is the kind of person when you want to reach to the TV and slap.
Whoa, talk about the pot calling the kettle black.
Maddie in the fucking house had the audacity to say that shit. Oh my God.
That is one of the most ironic things that I have ever witnessed in my own personal lifetime. Just talk about myself, because
There is nobody I want to choke more on this show than Maddie in the house. He is so awful.
and why does he hate Shane Douglas? I thought Maddie was a heel.
I don't know what Maddie is. You don't know if he's a babyface. You know what I'm saying? You don't know if he's a heel. He fucking bebops with the Public Enemy. You know what I'm saying? Then he starts talking shit about Paulie dangerously. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know what the fuck he's doing. He's an awful character.
Yeah. Oh, man. When does he go?
Soon.
Oh, thank God.
Soon.
Do they kill him off?
No.
Oh.
He just fades. He fades away like Stevie Wonderful. Or Tiger of Von Erich.
Oh, shit. Tigers of Von Erich?
Oh, no. Oh, my God. Goof. Remember she used to do the claw shit?
Uh-huh.
So I
thought because she was a cat.
No, I just started calling her Tiger Von Erich.
Oh, okay.
Oh, my God.
I was about to be real dumb.
Goof of the year. 94 Sully.
Hey, don't act like it ain't
Hot
possible.
Stuff Hollywood.
Don't act like it ain't possible. It's 10 million Von Erichs. Well, it used to be.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit. And so you're just supposed to laugh at your own jokes, but that didn't start off as a joke. Oh, shit. Moving on.
So we have a terrible Goof promo. He starts to talk about what happened Saturday night at When Worlds Collide. But Sandman comes out and just whacks him with a cane. He says, instant replay, baby.
Thank you, Sandman. Thank you, Sandman.
How is the Sandman a heel? I ask you, 97 Legion of Street Smarks, how is Sandman a heel?
Oh, man.
And then the whole time, Goof, you know what I'm saying? If you pay attention to Tommy Cairo's eyes, he's like telegraphing that Sandman's coming to hit him because he can't fucking cut a promo correctly. He's a fucking uber goof. God damn.
Oh, man. Oh, or maybe he's embracing the impact. You know that shit gonna hurt like that.
Sandman tells him to pay his bill. Hits him again. Oh, shit.
Oh, man.
So we got a Sandman promo with a woman. He says all Cairo had to do was pay, and shit would have been cool. All he had to do was pay $100. It could have been a couple of thousand by now. You know what I'm saying? He just wanted just a hundo.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Call it even. You can fuck my bitch.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Shit.
He says, how does your body feel? How does your face feel? How does your back feel from all those cane shots that he gave him? You know what I'm saying? And he buries Peaches and he puts Woman over. Woman says she wants Hack to come with him or with her so she can take him to see how far they can go in this wrestling business. And then Sandman acknowledges and accepts her invitation, and they go together. Moving on. So we have a bumper for the ECW hotline, 1-900-884-4ECW. You can get the inside scoop. Play the pro wrestling trivia game. Win tickets to future ECW shows, $1.99 a minute.
Yeah, none of that.
Yeah, right? We have another Matty in the House spot. He's replaying the ending Paulie promo, Who Is This Man from When Worlds Collide. It's awesome.
It is awesome.
It's very awesome.
It's very succinct because if you look at it, it's basically asking who is this idiot Terry Funk. You know what I'm saying? It's perfect.
Again. Matty in the house. to Pitbull versus Mikey Whipwreck for the TV title. This match happened before When Worlds Collide, so it explains why Mikey Whipwreck is now the TV champion. H-Dub, what are your thoughts on this match?
My thoughts.
I usually don't ask about your thoughts of the match until after.
Right.
But I need to know, what were your thoughts on this match?
My thoughts on this match first and foremost, because it already irritates me when they show. So, going into Worlds Collide, Mikey Whipwreck is the new TV champion. So it pisses me off that a week later they show me the match, the title match, and I know Mikey Whipwreck is going to be the TV champion. So already I'm going into this match with a lightweight attitude and shit. So I'm watching the match. Pitbull's beating the shit out of Mikey Whipwreck.
Beating the absolute Pitbull dog shit out of Mikey Whipwreck.
It's like a video game. Like he's trying to build up to his finisher.
This motherfucker hit everything. There's not a move this motherfucker didn't do. Continue.
You know what I'm saying? It's like the training mode for Pitbull and shit. So, you know what I'm saying? So I know Mikey Whipwreck is going to win. So I'm waiting to see what bullshit happens. So Taz come out. So I'm like, okay, all right. So I could see that Taz probably gonna fuck up Pitbull. Mikey is gonna get the bullshit pin and shit. Makes sense, okay. No, that is not what happens. Taz gets up on the ropes and shit. I think Pitbull punches him or kicks him.
He kicked him.
Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. He kicked the shit out.
Kicked the shit out of him. Slumped that nigga on the top rope.
You know what I'm saying? So Taz has sleep. Pitbull goes to go for a second one. Taz moves or some shit, gets out the way. Pitbull nut checks himself on the top rope. Just straight top rope to the balls and shit. Falls down off the top ropes, lays there holding his balls and shit. Mikey Whipwreck beat half to death. Like, he hadn't moved the whole time. He somehow slinks on over, gets the cover, and is the new TV champion because Pitbull, who whooped everybody ass out there except for the referee, whooped Taz ass, kicked him in the head. He beat the shit out of Mikey Whipwreck for 6 straight minutes of just ass kickery to obliterate. Aha. You know what I'm saying? And then he nut checks himself and loses.
Negative infinity. Jay Sully was also on play-by-play, which also led to the suck. It also added to the suck. I said, where's Joey? Why is Joey not calling this match? This shit is awful. Pitbull is kicking his ass. The motherfucker dicks himself. The motherfucker inches his way all the way to the middle of the ring. Mikey lays a pinky on the motherfucker. 1, 2, 3, new champ.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Holy shit balls.
of all the things to concoct this shit, was it to troll the motherfuckers there? Mikey Whipwreck has got to be a troll job.
I have no clue. But we're going to continue on next week. Oh, shit. This show, like I said, it's a clip show of when flat earths collide. Yeah. But motherfuck, if you didn't see Flat Earths Collide, watch this show. If you watch Flat Earths Collide, watch this show. But just watch it on fast forward. So the shit that you saw, you can just fast forward through. You know what I'm saying? But the shit you don't see, like this glorious squash job, turn into a complete clusterfuck. Clip don't skip. Next week, May 24th. We out. Peace.
Peace. Pisses me off. Oh, I love the Mr. Hughes shit.
Official.streetsmarks@gmail.com is how you want to contact us. Listen to us right here exclusively on YouTube, Street Smart Audio. Or fuck with us. Official.streetsmarks on SoundCloud and IG. Street Smart fan page on Facebook. Street_Smarks on Twitter. ECW Memories on Facebook. This is the Extreme Retro Review for ECW. May 24th, 1990. Fizzo. H-Dub, what are your thoughts on this show?
Man, this shit is alright, so first off, it's a clip. Yeah, it's a clip show, skip show, but this shit was confusing and weird. I guess we can break it down as you do the review and shit, but overall, yeah, confusing, weird, skip show, clip show. Clip show, skip show.
So we have a cold open. It's the finish of last week's main event between the Pitbull and Mikey Whipwreck. Sully is completely awful on play-by-play, but he redeems himself with a post-match interview with the new champion. Mikey's looking like Felicia after Debo beat her ass. Look, just all he needed was the hair. Oh, shit. He had the black eye and shit.
Oh, that bitch was black than a motherfucker.
He said he never cut a promo before in his life. Sully directs him into the right camera. He's happy that he's champ. He might get killed, but he can die knowing that he was a champion. Sully tells him that he has to defend the belt. Mikey doesn't even know who his first opponent is. Sully mentions that his first opponent is none other than Kevin Sullivan. Mikey looks into the camera. He gives a face palm. He says, "Oh boy." And we go into the theme.
These niggas don't want it. Dudes coming through to do it. They do strap with two aimed at you and your crew already knew that. These niggas ain't ready. Slide up inside, don't try to hide. You decide with all the clips I provide, your ass get fried. These niggas don't want it. Dudes coming through to do it. They do strap with two aimed at you and your crew already knew that. These niggas ain't ready. Slide up inside, don't try to hide. You decide with all the clips I provide, your ass get fried. Everyday dodging adversity, certainly ain't no hurting me. Pull the kick down through the front or back door, a window, a curtain, surgery or a clinic, admitted for talking bullshit. Fucking a bitch war with some full lips, you know I blow quick, less you stupid. Cause I squeeze bullets out metal like ready whip. They real, I'm front with the ready whip. Plus we equipped with some spinners, ain't talking about disco thunder and Eddie shit. R.I.P. to the 91 Cavalier, we barely fit. But back to the task at hand, ski mask in hand, best ask your man. Way I do my arts and crafts make you think I was pack of tans or marshals, like a U.S. Marshal, laying down the law like a lawyer, like John Marshall. Marshall, art rip you apart like partials.
So the theme on the Tape Treasure show was actually "Loser" by Beck. You know what I'm saying? So after Mikey does his facepalm, oh boy shtick, right? It goes, so from head to toe, I'm a loser, baby. So why don't you kill me? So basically, it plays a song and shit, and the whole time is throughout the whole theme is cut with Mikey getting his ass whipped. You know what I'm saying? It's the perfect fucking intro. Like the whole cold open was amazing. You know what I'm saying? Moving on. So we have Willie Scoop Watts on play-by-play.
Big Willie.
I hate Scoop. He's completely awful. He's worse than Jay Sully.
I think he's better than Jay Sully, but that's like comparing a turd to diarrhea. So, you know what I'm saying? I prefer my shit solid, but you know what I'm saying? To each his own.
Yeah, whatever have you.
Yeah.
He says Joey Styles is on vacation and Paulie is on color commentary for tonight's episode. So we have a TV title match. Mikey Whipwreck, the champion, versus Kevin Sullivan, the challenger. Complete squidash. It's a brawl in the crowd. Scoop's completely awful on play-by-play. I said, where's Sully? The Tape Treasure show is at 1 hour even, so it's got to be some commercials floated through. Did you get the time on the network?
This one was 40 minutes.
40-minute show. Paul is trying to hype Scoop up to normal. His tone, he never deviates. He goes completely normal on play-by-play to overselling everything. There's no build in Scoop's play-by-play. Mikey goes through a table. He's powerbombed in the middle of the ring. There's a tree of woe. There's a ref bump. And he calls for the DQ. Negative infinity. Your thoughts?
Well, the main thing that I was trying to figure out in my head was like chronologically, when did this match happen? Because they billed it as Mikey Whipwreck's first title defense, but I was under the impression he won the title prior to When Worlds Collide. So, but he defended the title at When Worlds Collide when he had that bullshit match with 911. So that was the only thing I was really thinking about. But you know what I'm saying, this, you know, Whipwreck obviously isn't going to go over anybody. So you know what I'm saying, I expected some bullshit and I got it. So
I took it as it was a show that was spliced up into many segments that was going to be shown over many weeks, because I mean ECW definitely had the same fans in attendance, but this match in particular looked like that it could have been shown right after the last match. Shown after the match between Pitbull. Had the same camera angles, had the same people in the crowd, same people, you know, on the hard camera. You actually saw. I think there was a neckbeard sighting in the arena.
Was Neckbeard in the house? Oh, shout out to Big Mike Johnson and shit.
Yeah, I think neckbeard. If not, he's definitely at Hostile City Showdown.
Oh man, I'm going to keep an eye out there.
Yeah, what's up, neckbeard?
Did he have a neckbeard there?
No, he had peach fuzz.
Oh. Baby beard.
Yeah, he was a peach fuzz Mike Johnson.
Way to grow up there, neckbeard.
Moving on. So we go into a promo vignette-orama. Okay, so we got a bumper with Shane Douglas. You know what I'm saying? It's set to some inspirational music. Then we got a Mr. Hughes vignette package. It's set to Roughneck by MC Light. Then we got the Pubic Enema, and their package is set to Slam Bionics. That's what she said. Now it goes into a Terry Funk bumper. You know what I'm saying? And it's set to some more inspirational, happy music. You know what I'm saying? You know, some underdog fighting the odds music type shit. It moves on to the Bruise Brothers, the Lunkheads. You know what I'm saying? It's set to some rock and roll music. And then you got the Putz, Tommy Dreamer, closing out Vignette-orama. And his music is Humping Around by Bobby Brown. So you see Tommy Dreamer doing spots and shit, right? It's like, get up off my back. Say na 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 na. Ain't nobody humping around. I'm like, what the fuck? What was the equivalent on the network?
Man. So, okay. So, well, speaking of equivalents, that last one is going to be very interesting. But the WWE equivalents, first of all, well, I only really started to pay attention to the last three, which would be Terry Funk, Bruise Brothers, and Tommy Dreamer. Because they're all the music sounds pretty generic and shit, but these last three songs, sounded like, I don't know if you've ever bought a keyboard or whatever, but some keyboards have different buttons with different sounds and shit. So it literally sounded like, for Terry Funk, somebody hit the smooth jazz song and shit. Like, just push the button that says smooth jazz, and then this song played, slapped it with Terry Funk. The Bruise Brothers was just a generic ass soft rock song and shit. And then Tommy Dreamer, his was set to some techno music. Okay. So, you know what I'm saying? It's weird that, you know what I'm saying, for one, it's very cheese. But it's interesting the WWE gave Tommy Dreamer techno music while ECW gave him humping around and shit.
Who knows? Moving on.
Oh, shit.
So all these guys are going to be scheduled in an 8-man June 3rd, 1994 in a match. You know how ECW loves their fucking 8-man tags.
Oh, boy, yeah, don't remind me.
Oh, they fucking suck ass. Moving on. So we have a Paul Lee promo. He's hyping up June 3rd. Sabu versus Too Cold Scorpio. It's another one of those WCW guys coming over to ECW to put over some guys, you know.
Oh, very nice, very nice.
In the settlement.
There's also some Too Cold Scorpio shoot interviews available on the channel, so go ahead and browse around and check them out.
Paul Lee puts over Too Cold Scorpio as a great in-ring performer, but he's no Sabu. Then it goes into a Sabu package. Then he switches speeds and speaks on Terry Funk. He's hired 2 hoodies to take out Terry and Dory Funk Jr., and that will happen on June 24th, 1994, also known as Hostile City Showdown.
Yeah.
All right.
Put them old ass funks out of their misery.
So Terry Funk responds with a bloody face promo. It's so fucking blah. He says, Hostile City Showdown. I'm bringing my brother, and we're teaming for the first time in a decade. It's going to be a bunch of promises. Terry Funk completely phoned this promo in. He says, hostile, 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 blah, 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 blah. And he makes some funny faces into the camera. Your thoughts?
My thoughts are he bored me to sleep, but hold on. So after ramming Hostile down our throat for 2 straight shows, they're eventually going to name a pay-per-view after this frickin' word. How did this not piss people off back in 1994? Oh, because it was about them. It was about Philly. So, yeah, we're hostile.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Hostile
Yeah. Let's go to Swanson and Redner.
HAF. If it was 2018. Okay. Oh man. Okay.
So we got a match. Chad Austin versus Keith Shearer. How the fuck?
We got Jobber versus Jobber, everybody.
Right. I said, you got, Taz, you got Putz, you got Sandman, you got Sabu, you got Terry Funk. You know what I'm saying? Nah. Let's not use those fucking guys.
No.
Let's bring out Chad Austin and Keith Shearer.
It's not like you don't have a whole lot, like you just said, even though you got an 8-man tag to close the show later on. God forbid you actually have some people wrestling that people actually want to see instead of a jobber versus jobber showdown and shit.
So Chad Austin comes out to a pop.
Holy moly.
I said, why? Both were put over on play-by-play as being upset underdogs. Shearer beat Jake the Snake Roberts at the Manhattan Center earlier this year with help from Shane Douglas, the ECW heavyweight champion.
It's probably a lot of help from Shane Douglas.
It might as well be Shane versus Jake the Snake Roberts.
Right.
Was it a handicap match?
Right.
Big fucking whoop. The match is completely nothing. They do stuff. I don't care. Scoop and Paul bicker on play-by-play. They argue about how Shearer and Snake Roberts the match, and they bitch about Shane Douglas. Scoop is worse than Jay Sully. Austin with a sloppy roll-up. Dud. Your thoughts on the match?
Oh man. Oh shoot. My thoughts on the match is who do I have to blame for this idea right here? Because this is a terrible waste of TV time.
So we have a replay of the finish between Mikey Whipwreck and the Pitbull. And next week, it's going to be Shane versus Chad Austin.
How, Sway?
It said, you never know. LOL, I know. There's no way Chad Austin beats Shane Douglas for the title. Moving on. We have a replay of the Public Enemy's run-in at When Worlds Collide main event. Moving on.
I could watch that 1,000 times.
We have a franchise and roughneck promo.
This was awesome.
Mr. Hughes' mean mug looks to be turned into a smile. Shane Douglas puts over Mr. Hughes. Mr. Hughes puts over Shane Douglas. They trash the Bruce Brothers and the Putts. Moving on.
Oh, you can't just move on because I'll make it brief. This freaking was probably the best Mr. Hughes promo of all time because basically he established himself as a kingmaker, talking about everybody he associate with get the gold, even though he got with Shane after Shane got the gold, but fuck it, you know what I'm saying?
He's a heel.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He mentioned Lex Luger, you know what I'm saying? He mentioned the Hood, and he mentioned the Sidewalk Slam, and it was awesome.
Mr. Hughes might be an MVP nominee for the 94 Sully Awards. Honestly, this dude does everything awesome. His promos are awesome. His matches are quick and to the fucking point.
You know,
He's amazing. He don't take no shit from nobody.
no, he don't.
Yo, he's amazing. He's a great role model.
And I've never seen him with his glasses off.
Oh, stay tuned.
Oh no.
So we have an 8-man tag. The Lunkheads,
Why?
the Putts, and Terry Spunk versus the Pubic Enema, Shane Douglas, the ECW Heavyweight Champion, and the Roughneck, Mr. Hughes. Public Enemy on the house mic. They want Todd to come out. Commissioner Todd Gordon is out with 2 refs. Todd says that the Public Enemy, they have a restraining order on Terry Funk until Hostile City Showdown. So he has to leave the arena.
Understandable.
Public Enemy's lawyer is Tricky Dick Dangerously, which is Paul's father.
Oh, very nice.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. It's a terrible handicap brawl. Funk goes to the back and asks anyone to help. JT and Mikey sit back. JT Smith answers the challenge.
Why, JT? Why? This is the same guy who turned his back on you, and then can you tell me why JT Smith would listen to this ghoul for any reason?
Because he's a Philadelphia superstar, a Rocky Balboa type, umero uno.
But his knee is blasted to obliterate. So and Terry Funk stabbed him in the back. Let's not forget that.
So inside the ring, Putts in peril. We have a Putts come back. Hot tag JT. JT becomes knee in peril. Ref wants to stop it, but JT is a goof. So he continues.
And what part of the game is that?
Shane with the figure 4. The ref calls it. Done.
How, Sway?
Shane uses the ropes. They're still brawling. JT's upset that the ref called it. Then they go to an ECW fan cam. He's recording the outside brawl, which has spilled outside onto Swanson and Rittner. JT decks the ref. He's tired of the system, quote unquote. Scoop's call is completely terrible. It's a June 4th bumper to June 3rd bumper. Then there's a Hostile City Showdown bumper. Then we end with a Sandman woman promo. Hack's gonna lower the bill to $75 to call off the Singapore cane match. And if not, you can pay with blood. Woman finishes the promo by saying she can shove the stick sideways. Out. Overall, Scoop is completely awful. Clip show, skip show. Thumbs down.
I do concur. However, I just want to say thank you again to the Sandman.
Oh, babyface of the year, Sandman. Babyface and heel.
Oh, man.
Oh, shit.
Eddie Gilbert would be proud.
Next week, May 31st, June 7th shows that we're going to review. Cruising in the Hostile City Showdown. You know who I be. Scourge of the IWC. To the right of me, Hot Stuff Hollywood, the great one. Until then, life is a work. Make sure you get paid for it. We out. Peace.
Peace.
Official.streetsmarks@gmail.com is how you want to contact us. Listen to us right here exclusively on YouTube, Street Smart Audio. Or fuck with us. Official.streetsmarks on SoundCloud and IG. Street Smart fan page on Facebook. Street_Smarks on Twitter. Or ECW Memories. This is the Extreme Retro Review for ECW, May 31st, 1994. H-Dub. Before I go to you, because you lighten the stick, I wanna highlight on the other ECW page, YouTube caught us. YouTube caught us.
What happened?
You know what I'm saying? Tried to you know what I'm saying, do some pirate shit. Throw the shows up. Got hit with the whammy stick.
Oh, which show?
Shit. The night the line was crossed, got put up. They blocked it worldwide by WWE.
Oh,
but then
wow.
Subsequently, the rest of the shows ended up being taken down as well. So
No.
yeah, so I got to find a different way to, you know what I'm saying, get this shit right, or it's just not gonna happen.
It gotta be a secondary site where
I can fuck with Daily Motion, but you know, so a lot of motherfuckers don't really fuck with Daily Motion. And plus, you know, with us being exclusively on YouTube, you know, saying that it's kind of, I feel like I'd be cheating.
But it's, first of all, YouTube's not paying us, which is a good thing. Second of all, that would be something that would be just for the group anyway. So, you know what I'm saying? It, you know, that might be the option. And if, you know what I'm saying, if we can drive motherfuckers to Daily Motion, it might be another outlet for our voice to be heard.
That's why you are the great one.
Hey man, you know, this is a team effort. My brother, iron sharpens iron, Fooge.
What were your overall thoughts of this show?
I thought it was a pretty decent show after a bunch of lackluster and sucky shows and shit. I found myself being somewhat entertained and shit. I was gonna give it a D for decent, but D has a negative connotation in the grading scale. So if it was on a grading scale, it'd probably be more of a C show. But yeah, that was pretty decent. Not too sucky, but it wasn't all that great either.
I always like to open with you. You know what I'm saying? To get your initial thoughts of the show, and then I like to go through the motions of the show, and then you know, close it. You know what I'm saying? But I have to say, damn, I actually really like this show. I thought it was fucking phenomenal.
It's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
I give it a P for phenomenal. Or an F.
well, oh shit. Well, I would love to hear your review and see why you thought it was so phenomenal.
Oh shit! Before we
cough up a long word from Harvard, son. Ain't nothing nice. Been to many places, one Harvard, son.
remember the Street Smart drinking game?
I do remember the Street Smart.
I was listening to some shit the other day. One of the old piece of shit shows we used to do. And, you know, throwbacks. And you were over here going into great length talking about the Street Smart drinking game. Where we clear our throats and shit.
Right.
And I'm over here coughing up a lung.
Take 2 shots for Fooge coughing up a lung.
So we have a cold open. Paulie says tonight we will find out who Sabu will be facing on June 24th. He pauses for a second and he starts talking about how it's Onita from FMW. Cause of his peeping Tom Uncle Morshi dangerously. Matt Radical says from the back, it's not Onita. Paul walks off confused. He's like, what the hell? It's not Onita? Who the hell is it then? And then we go off into the theme. We have Sal coming to the ring, but Scoop wants to go back to earlier before the show was taped to a Ayatollah of Rock and Roller, also known as the Rock and Rebel.
That's right.
Versus the Goof.
Come on, somebody.
Goof reverses a pin for the win. He gets Rebel hits him with a spine buster, then he reverses it into a fucking pin. Dud. Sandman comes in with the run in for the beat down with the cane. Sandman and Rebel beat down on the Goof.
Yeah.
Woman stressed down looking mighty fine.
Oh, yes, she did.
She's over there watching. And then they go back to the match joint in progress. So we have Wild Man Sal Bellomo versus Devious Donnie Allen. What? It's Sal versus Devious Donnie Allen.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit about what the fuck either of these goofs are doing.
Yep.
Scoop's on play-by-play. There's no color to it. Negative infinity!
Yeah.
Your thoughts on the match?
It was a squash match that lasted entirely too long. I don't know why they do this. Like, especially for people like Sal Bellomo and shit. Just to have them work over a motherfucking jobber and shit, and he wins with his big splash and shit. So yeah, big splash for the win and a squash that lasted way too long.
So we have a Sandman woman promo. Sandman's talking about pay your bills, Tommy Cairo.
That's all he want.
Bargain basement prices, $75.
$75.
Or you're gonna have to pay in blood. Stop fucking this bitch, Goof.
Yeah.
I just want to highlight that this is a swinger angle in 1994.
Right. Stop sleeping with my wife.
Woman says something, and she's stroking the cane very seductively. Mm-hmm. So we have the Tasmaniac versus Kyle Shearer. Kyle jumpstarts the heat. Taz come back with a shine. It's an outside brawl. Complete squidash. He hits Shearer with the bell. Half Nelson Tazplex for the win. Dud. Thoughts?
Taz squash. He beat the shit out of Shearer.
Motherfucker, he was trying to throw him out the ring. Shearer took like 1,000 steps just to get out the ring. It was hilarious. Geek.
That's because he knew he was about to get hit with a chair, get the back of his head slammed against the guardrail, and whatever else Taz did to him out there. Because I just passed this too.
So you have a JT Smith package.
Oh, yeah.
Last week he snapped. Scoop is awful. When is Joey coming back? Where's Sully? Now I have to say, I wrote this, I was in a pretty pissy mood. Okay. Because I have gone on and said Scoop is awful and he's worse than Jay Sully.
You have said that.
On a repeated viewing.
Yeah, you have.
There is no way possible on any of the multiverses that Scoop is worse than Jay Sully.
And I just want to point out, I said that on the last show. So.
Yeah, Jay Sully's completely way more awful than Scoop Watts. Scoop is, he's taller. He's no Joey Styles.
No.
He's a distant second. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? But he's still better than Sully. JT wasn't happy about last week. But you got to take matters into your own hands. Ever since the Eagle Nest bump, which we recounted, Extreme Retro Review number 14.
Oh, nice.
Wrestlers have targeted his knee. they've targeted to obliterate.
Yeah. Yes, they have.
We like that. People are now feeling sorry for JT. It's affecting business and it's affecting friendships. And it goes into a package talking about the funk turn, which we recounted on Extreme Retro Review number so-and-so, Blood Feast.
Also, when Funk exposed himself for being the terrible mentor that he is, the terrible friend, and if you want to lump Coach in there as well, terrible Coach as well. He's terrible at everything.
He thanks Funk for the heel turn because now he has to fight and he has to be a man. And then they show the Mike Awesome death spot from the night the line was crossed.
Gosh, that's just still hard to watch.
Which we recounted. Extreme Retro Review number 49.
You like the Watcher and shit.
He even won the TV title. Recounted in an Extreme Retro Review number 50 something.
It's on there.
Which put a target on his knee, targeting to obliterate. He lost the belt, but he never gave up.
He sure didn't.
The people gave up on JT. The ref gave up on JT, so he snapped. But he ain't gonna change.
Nope.
However, he ain't having it no more.
He damn sure ain't.
Then it goes into a June 3rd bumper for another show that has no name and we have no care for. The song is Boom Bap by KRS-One. I'm over here bobbing my head to this shit. It's like Boom Bap, original rap. You know, so I'm like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? And then it had another sample that sounded like Road to Riches by Coogee Rap. Moving on. So we have a Paulie bumper. He's cutting a promo on Stan Hansen versus Sabu on June 24th. But Matt Radical again says it's not Lariat. Then Paul cuts a promo on Arn because he thinks Arn's going to be fighting Sabu on June 24th. Matt Radical says it's not Arn. He's like, it's not? And he starts cutting a promo on Abby. Nope. Who the hell is it then? Moving on. So we have Pitbull with Jason, the sexiest man on earth, versus Precious Damian Stone. This is the future Little Guido.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
He's billed at 220 pounds. There is no way possible that this dude is 220. Okay, because Pitbull's next to him. He's fighting Pitbull. Pitbull's at 240. Okay, that's cool. Pitbull's jacked. He's at 240. I'm jacked. I'm at 230. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what Hollywood is at. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, whatever. So that puts Little Guido in the same realm of both of us. There's no way.
No.
He's on par with Rey Mysterio Jr.
So at 170?
I give him 155. Dripping! Jason still has the Band-Aid on his face. Still has a boo-boo face. Pitbull is still my favorite wrestler at the moment. Scoop cannot ruin this. That's what I wrote. But upon a repeated viewing, Scoop is actually quite awesome in this match. The crowd has signs saying six-pack. Earlier, I saw a sign that said, "We want beer." I asked myself, is the ECW arena dry at the moment? Because it doesn't seem like nobody's getting drunk and rowdy and shit. Or is he like me, Miss J. Sully? Anyway, moving on. Nothing? Whatever. Jason doesn't want to do any close-ups. The powerbomb on Little Guido. Hope spots cut off. Pitbull killing jobbers is awesome. He's no-selling his chops. He's pulling up on two. There's a sign in the crowd that says, "Geek." I concur. Damian Stone is a complete geek in this match. He does the karate kick with theatrics. I love it. Another kick. And he's targeting the back of Little Guido's neck because he submits him with the full Nelson. 2 stars. Your thoughts on the match?
He beat the shit out of Stone. Yeah. Yeah, this a nice little squizzash, and
I loved it.
oh, no, there was one point where the crowd was trolling Pitbull that I love. I think they was asking him, "Where's your belt?"
Oh, right. And you know he's playing into it because he's a good heel. I don't want to give him a nomination for heel of the year. You know what I'm saying? Solo heel of the year, but he's definitely an enjoyable part of the show.
Yeah, he does his thing.
Not like our guy coming up soon, but he's very enjoyable.
For sure.
So we have a Mikey package. He won by DQ versus Kevin Sullivan last week. He asked Jay Sully if Todd will take the belt back before someone kills him. Next week, he fights Mr. Hughes. Our boy.
Oh, shit, that, for sure.
Mikey starts to cut a promo. Then he says, "I'm gonna die," and he powders. Then it shows a bumper of him getting beat up to set the "Loser" by Beck.
Oh, shit, it was generic music on WWE Network.
Oh, what was the time for the network show?
I actually wrote that down, too. It was 43 minutes.
This one was 59 minutes, so it was basically on par. So you just had generic music and not entire cutouts of vignettes and stuff. That's good. All right, so we got When Worlds Collide coming soon.
Don't forget, at the end of the video package for Mikey, they had a little thing. It said, "Please pray for Mikey."
Awesome.
Yeah, like, I lost my shit when I saw that. Oh, man.
So coming soon on ECW Home Video, When Worlds Collide, which we have recounted on Extreme Wrestling Review, number 64. Moving on.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, you're welcome, sir. We have the franchise Shane Douglas, ECW Heavyweight Champion,
That's right.
versus Chad Autism.
Oh, man. Oh, we cannot make fun of autism.
Bullshit. I actually wrote autism on accident. It might be Freudian. I don't know. I don't know.
Sheets.
But that's how I feel watching this match at 5:55 a.m. November 26, 2017.
That's where you first reviewed it and shit.
I have autism watching Shane Douglas and Chad Autism and Scoop on play-by-play. I was really in a shitty fucking mood writing this shit up.
Yeah, because Shane made Chad look not too bad.
He
and shit.
made him look like $1 million fucking
Selling
bucks.
them arm drags and arm bars and shit.
So I get to see why Shane is king of the indies in 1994.
And the last member of Hot Stuff International and shit.
You would think WWE grabbing the top indie star is the newest trend. You know what I'm saying? They pick up Bryan. You know what I'm saying? They picked up Punk. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be picking up Kenny Omega pretty soon. They picked up Adam Cole. You know what I'm saying?
AJ.
They picked up AJ. But this isn't a new trend. You know what I'm saying? They have always picked up the top indie star guy.
Hulk Hogan was the king of AWA. Did I steal your thunder? I'm looking at your face.
I wouldn't consider the AWA independent in 1983. It was pretty much probably the biggest promotion in America in 1983.
Bigger than WWE?
Easily.
Bigger than NWA?
Easily.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. AWA was hot because of Hogan.
Because of Hogan.
Right. It was because of Hogan that the AWA got hot, and Vern wouldn't put the title on him because of nepotism and, you know, good old boy club.
So is that how Vince got him?
Vince said, I will put the title on you immediately. Cut him a check to leave. Motherfucking Hogan went to New York. He took Bobby and Dr. D with him initially.
Bobby?
No, he didn't. I'm sorry. He took Mean Gene and Dr. D initially. I'm sorry. Bobby was one of the last people to leave. I apologize. You know what I'm saying? And they went to work.
And the rest is history, as
Exactly.
they say. Oh, man.
If Vern would have put the title on Hogan in '83, we would a different landscape. You would be talking about 20-time champion Greg Gagne.
Would I even be talking about this podcast? Because I might not even give. I might not even give a fuck.
That's true. There probably wouldn't be an ECW because, you know what I'm saying, goddamn Paul would have went through Vern. I mean, he ended up going to Vern, you know what I'm saying, in around 89, 90, but AWA was on his deathbed at that point. You know what I'm saying? Paul wasn't, he went up there for a quick run with the original Midnights. You know what I'm saying? Just to get him over real quick, to bring him down to JCP to do the fucking original Midnight versus corny Midnight angle. And they put the kibosh on that shit because it was outdrawing the top angles. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's some shit, and that started the bullshit between WCW and Paul Lee. Honestly, you could honestly look at that and say that's the thing, because that would have been money. Yeah, corny against Paul Lee with an extended 6-month program. They had that program for 1 month and put the kibosh on it.
Oh no!
They did the setup of the Clash, I think, and I think they blew it off at the pay-per-view. That shit should have ran at least 6 months. Just saying. But again, Shane makes autism look like $1 million. Scoop's call is actually kind of good. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to sell fucking Austin as a threat. You know what I'm saying? But if you check the finish of the match, Austin is on top of Shane in the corner, right? Shane he slaps Austin's thigh. Okay, and then they immediately go into the finish. Austin comes down off the second rope, and they go into the finish sequence with the counter Irish whips and shit. You know what I'm saying? So Austin's on the second rope. He's giving Shane the 10 punch deal, right? Shane slaps his thigh. Austin comes down. He gives him a Irish whip. Shane counters the Irish whip and throws Austin back into the corner. Austin pops off the corner, goes immediately into the Bailey. Okay, for the 1, 2, 3.
Right.
It was beautiful. You know what I'm saying? But he did the slap first, so it was like I was like, as soon as I saw the slap, I was like, finish. That was it.
Oh, it's just so you peeped the cue.
Easy. It was easy. It was as bright as day. Yeah, watch the show again on repeated viewing. May 31st, 1994 show is amazing.
Say, all right, kid, good job.
Right,
bring it home.
Yeah, go home. I actually wrote the network at 4320.
Oh, okay. Okay.
All right. So anyway, I guess I went to the network.
Apparently so.
So we got a public enema promo from South Central Los Angeles. Kind of funny because it looks like the train tracks from Philly last year, 93. Moving on.
Right, exactly.
Flyboy Rocco Rock brings up the restraining order from last week. Grunge says that was terrific. Rocco says it means they can't be where Terry Funk is. You know what I'm saying? So Johnny goes, so we can't be in the locker room going through people's suitcases and lockers? He's like, no, man. So that's the only reason why they are in Los Angeles, because Terry Funk is in Philadelphia right now. It's basically a bumper lead in to a Terry Funk match, but also gives a nice character vignette for Public Enemy. So I thought it was funny as shit. He's like, we can't go into their suitcases and lockers.
Yeah, that was kind of funny.
He's like, shh, not to the 24th.
Any enjoyment I got was immediately ruined with Terry Funk flashing that ugly smile of his in this match.
So we got a match. The living legend, Terry Funk, versus the Shy, Hack Myers. Funk gets a great ovation from the ECW crowd.
For what reason? He must have gave them money before on his way to the ring or something.
It's a slow extended squash. Shaw spends too much time fixing his pants. The whole match, he's like fixing his pants. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
He's a fat ass.
Funk's over there. He's stalling, jaw jacking to the crowd. He puts on guy's hat.
Yeah, I saw that was so gay. Who wears another man's hat?
Funk with lefts and rights. I said Scoop's awful, but he's not that bad on repeated viewing. Shaw with a heat spot, and you start to hear the Shaw punches. Funk no-sell come back, and he spits in his face, and he gives a pile driver on the floor to the Shaw.
How disrespectful.
Funk then re-injures his knee that the Public Enemy hurt at When Worlds Collide. Scoop's awful. Funk's headbutts. He gets a comeback with a headbutt. They both collide. Shaw goes out. He possums. All right. So Shaw brings in a chair. All right. Funk then gets up. He grabs a chair, whacks Shaw's knee, and then does the spinning toe hold for the submission win. Your thoughts on the match?
What type of man pussy plays possum? Like, that is just so fucking gay. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, it's worse than gay. Because, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's like acting like you're hurt and shit where you're in a fight against another man in the squared circle. It's about as lame as it could get. But once again, you know what? Y'all think I've been accused of hating Terry Funk and shit. I just exposed the truth about Terry Funk. He shows that he just showed in this particular match that he's a bitch because he just laid down and shit. It's like, oh shit, I'm gonna wait, I'm gonna let him think that I'm down because he's an old ass man. And what decent individual is gonna take it easy on an old ass man after you done whooped his ass and you see there he look like he dead? But to be fair, when he's walking down to the ring, he looks like he's dead. So except his eyes is open and shit. That's the only difference and shit. And don't get me started on when he smiled and shit because my dog on TV almost broke and shit. This motherfucker almost broke my 60-inch and shit. What is so? You don't. But yeah, that was the main event, everybody. Terry Funk versus Hack Myers. Yeah, with a spinning toe hold as the finish of the main event. Thrilling.
So we have the Public Enema with another promo from South Central Los Angeles. So I go back to the network. Johnny tells Rocco they're in trouble with their grandma. Oh, shit. Wants to know why. She was at the Sizzler on Senior Citizen Sunday, and all the geezers are mad that the Public Enemy are going to beat up the Funk Brothers on the 24th.
You know, even the Public Enemy know that they fight some senior citizens and shit. That's why the old heads and shit, that's why they salty and shit.
Rocco says that they got to get to Texas from South Central. They ain't waiting till the 24th. They're going to the cross-dressing ranch.
They're going straight to the cross-dressing ranch.
And they're going to jump the Funks. So Johnny asked, how they going to get to Texas? How much money they got? Rocco says, don't worry. You know what I'm saying? He's going to hitch a ride using his thumbs. And then Johnny goes, he says, don't worry, man. Don't worry about it. I got the Slim Jim. We can hitch a ride that way. Then they say, peace. We out of here. I love the Public Enemy. Your thoughts?
Oh, man. Well, needless to say, I was on the edge of my seat to see when I see that they're on their way to the cross-dressing ranch to go ahead and deal with the Funks once and for all before you even get to Hostile City Showdown and shit. So I was pumped, and I'm all for their mission, and I wish them nothing but the best. Somebody has to put an end to the madness that is Terry Funk because he's been a blight on our society for far too long.
So we got Paul finishing up the show, cutting a money promo to introduce Cactus Jack as Sabu's opponent at Hostile City Showdown, June 24th. Overall, I say it's an enjoyable show. Great promos, great vignettes, great matches. Scoop is not as awful as I initially wrote. On repeated viewing, this is a very enjoyable show. So, thumbs up.
Oh, very nice. And I just want once again reiterate that I believe it was last review that I said that Scoop was better than Sully, and I just want to reiterate that. That's why I am the numero uno champ on this show. Because I smash even my partner, my co-host, I smash him into oblitery. and certain things when it's necessary. You know, I am Hot Stuff Hollywood, and shout out to Too Cold Hollywood on Earth 37 and shit, and Doofus Food as well and shit. Thanks for having me on y'all show this morning. And yeah. This show was pleasant surprise. Even though I give it a C, but it was pleasant.
Next week, June 7th show, as we cruise along onto Hostile City Showdown. We out. Peace.